For the early-to-rise road trippers, the late-night truck drivers, or even the bucket list checking baseball fans, your Wyndham is waiting, no matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands to choose from like La Quinta, Days Inn, and Super 8, there's a hotel by Wyndham for everyone. Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of minor league baseball. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com. Restrictions apply. Visit website for more details.
Hi guys, it's Mark with Oak Hills Medical Clinic. Are you struggling with ED and sick of the pills? Well, we have a major medical advancement that has helped thousands of men. Our WAVE technology is backed by 60 clinical studies, including from Cambridge University. It's been shown to increase blood flow by repairing blood vessels. No pills and no side effects. If you're ready to put a stop to your ED, call us now. And not only will the assessment and blood flow ultrasound be free, but we'll also include something unique that produces powerful results in the bedroom. You're going to love that one, guys. Trust me. This unprecedented offer is worth $600, but it's free to those who call in the next 2 minutes. Call 215-302-9999. That's 215-302-9999. Guys, put a stop to your ED and get your life back. Call Oak Hills Medical Clinic now to qualify. 215-302-9999.
You're listening to Reading Fightin' Phillies Baseball on the Our Phillies Radio Network. Now, out to the ballpark with your broadcasters, Bob McCool and Jake Starr.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to FirstEnergy Stadium. We are live from Tompkins Plaza. The gates are open. Morning game today here at FirstEnergy Stadium as the Reading Fightin' Phillies begin a 6-game homestand against the Harrisburg Senators. The Phillies right now at 15-23. The Senators dead even at 19-19. This is our pregame show. You're watching it live on Facebook Live. And if you're listening to Reading Fightin' Phillies Radio Network, we'll have first pitch for you coming your way at 11 o'clock. But the pregame show is brought to you, as always, by Mike's Sandwich Shop. If you inhale good and deep, you can probably smell what Mike's got cooking. It's that time where lunch is rolling at Mike's Sandwich Shop. The best cheesesteaks in town. Ask anyone here in the Stadium District in Reading. They will tell you that Mike's Cheesesteaks has the best. They've got a lot more for you on the menu. Stop by before the game, or in today's case, after the game. Take home dinner with you as Mike's Sandwich Shop will hook you up. It is an Education Day game here at Baseball Town. Busloads of kids coming through as we sit here right inside the gates at Tompkins Plaza. Alongside my broadcast partner, my name is Bob McCool. We'll get you set up for our State of the Phils, if you will. We'll have Al Padrique, the manager for the Phils, on our pregame show tomorrow, but Jake and I will kind of update you on where the Phils are as they begin this homestand after a 3-3 road trip at Somerset. And Jake, I don't think we can dismiss that, because if you look at this Phils team, and at 15-23, they are in last place in the Eastern League in the Northeast Division. You cannot hide that fact, but they won their last 2. And if you look at 2 series in particular on the road, Jake, they won 4 out of 6 in Hartford, and they split the series in Somerset. Hartford and Somerset, in terms of talent, 2 of the best teams in the Eastern League for sure, in terms of prospects, in terms of talent. And the Phils have played with them and beat those teams. Now they got to do it in front of the home crowd. That's been the problem right now for Reading.
Yeah, you look at the records here. Somerset is second across the Eastern League Northeast Division, 23-15, 2.5 games back of Portland, who has the lead. But what's most impressive about that trip to Somerset is that it didn't get off to the best start for Reading. They lost Tuesday, won Wednesday, dropped Thursday, Friday, both games not in the best fashion. But then Saturday, Sunday, really good games for the R Phils. Granted, Saturday, the Bats had some timely hits. Madison Stokes home runs in back-to-back games, including Saturday. Nick Podkul had a big triple in Saturday night's 6-5 win. Sunday, only 4 hits for the R Phils. Somerset actually out-hit Reading 9-4 in the game. Reading won 3-1, the final score. I think what's really stood out, and I think this is going to be the big storyline for this team moving forward, was the bullpen. This weekend, the bullpen was terrific. They went 9 innings, 9 strikeouts, 0 runs allowed, and allowed less than 5 hits across the Saturday and Sunday game. And the more digging you do into this team, You know the offense is there. They're going to get timely hits. That hasn't been an issue all year. They lead the Eastern League in batting average, still above 250 on the season. But it's the bullpen. That has been the make or break for this team so far. When the bullpen is on, they're on. But when they're off, they're really off. Here's a nugget for you. Did some digging this weekend. The bullpen in games that the Phillies have won, a 2.39 ERA. In games they lost, a 7.05. That's a 4.66 differential between wins and losses. And last point I'll make here about the bullpen is that, yes, when you lose games, your ERA is going to be higher than when you win games. That's obvious. But for a difference that big, what that tells you is that it's all or nothing. It's either like they were this weekend where they are excellent, or it's the games where they really struggle. So the hope is that Saturday and Sunday can be a spark for this team because, I don't know, I got a good feeling that this weekend can really serve as a catalyst for what's to come this week.
It is going to be a great week. Again, a neighborhood rival, if you will, and the Harrisburg Senators are here. Fireworks Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The Philly Fanatic will be here on Sunday. If that doesn't make everybody around us, as we play up to the kids as they're walking by, the Philly Fanatic will be here on Sunday entertaining the crowd. Should be a great weekend. The weather promises to be very good. And so hopefully the baseball will so ensue. And to Jake's point, he shared that message with me a couple days ago about the difference in the bullpen in wins and losses. And as Jake said, you would expect that it would be worse in losses than it is in wins. That's only simple mathematics. But if you do the little deeper dive, which is the fact, as you said, it's over 4.5 runs per game difference, that is a drastic difference. And even this team that is leading the Eastern League in hitting, that's a tough thing to overcome 4.5 runs per game. The Phils are averaging 5 runs per game, which is excellent. But to overcome 4.5 runs per game against your bullpen, that is significant. And it really has become, when they're good, they're good. And when they're bad, they're not. The question for Al Padrique and his coaching staff is, what is going to be that trigger? And you obviously don't know that until you dial up the bullpen and say, okay, it's your turn. Are they going to succeed or are they not? And because of the state of the game of baseball these days, where you need at least 3, and in this case, more likely 4 and sometimes 5 relievers each night, it really does become a tough situation to figure out which ones are going to get you the 12 or 15 outs you need each and every night.
And I think it's confidence utmost for the bullpen. And I think what can really be viewed as a turning point was what happened Saturday night. 8th inning, Max Coons enters. He's been struggling lately, but had a really good appearance, 5 strikeouts in the day game win last Wednesday at Somerset. So he gets the 8th inning. Our Phil's up by 1, 6-5. First 2 guys get on. You have second and third, no outs. Brad Bergerson comes out. I don't know what was said in the conversation, but my guess it was something along the lines of, we trust you. You got into this mess. You're going to get out of it, Max, because there was nobody warming up in the bullpen. And what did Max Coons do? He struck out 3 straight batters. Reached back, got a little bit extra. Fastball at 95. Power slider, upper 80s. Had a lot of extra bite to it. I think that can serve as a confidence boost for Coons in this bullpen because we're learning who the biggest leverage arms are on this team. It's Christian Hernandez, it's Tyler McKay, it's Brett Schultz, it's Zarbnisky, and Max Coons is somebody who I think is going to factor into that equation. He told me that mindset-wise he feels a lot better the last couple of games than he did before, so that's big. Now the question becomes, you lose one of your top leverage arms in Taylor Lehman. He got called up to AAA Lehigh Valley today to make space for Victor Vargas from Jersey Shore, who gets to start today. We'll have more on him as we get closer to game time, obviously. But you lose Lehman. Josh Hendrickson also went on the development list. So you're 15 pitchers you're carrying. You're 1 short of the 28 max. You're currently carrying no lefties either. So my guess is that Keelan Kilgore, probably tomorrow or at some point this week, he comes off the development list to give you another lefty arm. And he's another one of those reliable guys in the bullpen that you're learning more and more about these guys as they continue to improve, and you know who your leverage guys are, which I think helps a manager and Al Padrique a lot.
And so then the other side of the coin, obviously, is the offense. As we said, they have been, for several weeks now, they have been leading the Eastern League in hitting. They have continued to produce offensively almost every night. There are obviously the nights, it's the game of baseball. There are nights where the offense just doesn't get it done, but for the most part, the Fightin' Phil's offenses get it done. And there have been some steady constants throughout this season. Carlos De La Cruz has been very, very consistent. Johan Rojas started out slow, but then he had that meteoric road swing, and he has stayed relatively consistent as long as he has been healthy and in the lineup in the middle of things. Matthew Kroon has been the stealth bomber for the Reading Fightin' Phils, consistent throughout the season, not somebody who jumps off at the page at you until you look at, and all of a sudden his batting average is now over 300. He's at the top of the team in doubles and runs produced. He's done it consistently no matter where they have put him in the lineup. And then there's the other factors in this lineup. Guys like Ethan Wilson, who was phenomenal a couple weeks ago. He had the hot hand. He was the Eastern League Player of the Week. But I think it's interesting that two of the top spots in the batting order, Madison Stokes, who has become pretty much the leadoff hitter for the Phils, although he was batting lower in the lineup on the road trip. He's back in the leadoff spot today. The guy who's in the leadoff spot today, Nick Podkul, both of those two guys, when this season began, were on the development list. So Perseverance has paid for a couple of veteran minor leaguers to have waited their opportunity, waited their time, and they've seized the moment, and now they're occupying today the leadoff spot and a cleanoff spot in Al Padrique's lineup.
Yeah, Madison Stokes gets bumped down to the 6th spot on the lineup this weekend. What does he do? Responds home runs back-to-back days after not hitting a home run in any game leading up to Saturday night. And that home run was a game-changing moment for the Fightin' Phils. You talked about that Kuhn strikeout to retire the side. I think the Stokes home run can also kind of serve as a turning point for if this team starts to go on a run. And same thing for Nick Podkul. Not a lot of playing time early on in this season, but every time he was in the lineup, he produced. Had that big triple on Saturday, got on base again on Sunday. 11 straight games on base for Nick Podkul, which now is the team lead. Oliver Dunn was up to 14, but he was 0 for 4 on Sunday, didn't reach base. So Podkul, Stokes, two guys that are going to be key cogs in this lineup. But last thing I'll say, Bob, is that this lineup is so deep that when guys like Wilson or De La Cruz are having off weeks, other guys are going to pick them up. And when Wilson and De La Cruz are back on, maybe some other guys are off. If everybody clicks, it can be dangerous. But even if everybody doesn't click, if 3 or 4 of those guys do, it's still a very dangerous lineup.
So that's going to do it for our pregame show live on Facebook. Again, we are on the plaza as we are each and every day and or night. We'll be back out here tomorrow night for our Wednesday night pregame show. First pitch is at 6:45 tomorrow. Gates open at 6 o'clock. Again, it's going to be a great week of baseball, great weather. Fightin' Phils and the Harrisburg Senators. Again, fireworks on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Philly Fanatic will be here on Sunday as the Phils and the Harrisburg Senators take on one another. Victor Vargas, as Jake said, will get the mound start today for the Phils. We'll talk about him as our coverage continues. He'll take on left-handed pitcher Alex Troop for the Senators. That's, again, our pregame show brought to you, as always, by Mike's Sandwich Shop. We are live on the plaza. For those of you listening on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network, we'll be back after this with the start of today's game with lineups and first pitch after this. International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksorus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phils.
Star City Boxing, located at 4760 Schuylkill Avenue in Reading, is a 501c3 non-profit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. And visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2023 Phils Fiesta Friday partner.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Humane Pennsylvania is an innovative national leader in animal welfare with adoption centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information. White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and also see an Iron Pigs and Phillies road game. The White Star R-Phils road trip visits Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland from Thursday, July 20th until Sunday, July 23rd. See the R-Phils in Altoona Thursday, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Toledo Friday and Cleveland Saturday to see many former Fightins in action. The trip heads back to Reading on Sunday. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland. Space is very limited, so sign up today. Can't make it to the ballpark? The R-Phils Radio Network has you covered. Legendary Berks County broadcaster Bob McCool is joined by Jake Starr, and they'll bring you radio coverage of all 69 R-Phils home games in 2023. Tune in on the Fightin' Phils YouTube channel, Twitch account, Facebook page, or at rphils.com/radio.
The Savage Auto Group Ram Club puts you close to the action on the field with seating in the front two rows located directly behind the Fightin' Phils bullpen down the right field line. Fans will enjoy terrific waitress service and have counter space for their food and drink. Fans can reserve the area for 36 people or book any amount of tickets.
Keep up with everything R-Phils on social media. Follow us for exclusive content such as highlights, interviews, features, and much more. Find us on Twitter at Reading Fightins, on Instagram at Fightins, on Facebook by searching Reading Fightin' Phils, and even on TikTok. Keep up with one of the mostly followed teams in all of minor league baseball on social media.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksareus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Star City Boxing, located at 4760 Schuylkill Avenue in Reading, is a 501c3 non-profit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. And visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2023 R-Phils Fiesta Friday partner.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to FirstEnergy Stadium. The Reading Fightin' Phils welcome the Harrisburg Senators, beginning of a 6-game homestand here at America's Classic Ballpark. The Reading Fightin' Phils come in at 15 and 23, and the Senators come in at 19 and 19. Alongside my broadcast partner, Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. Sit back and enjoy on a morning baseball game here in Baseball Town. Busloads of kids, and when I say busloads of kids, I mean busloads of kids in attendance here at FirstEnergy Stadium for another Education Day in baseball, brought to you by the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Golden Oaks Landscaping as we take a look at the starters for the Senators in Game 1 of this series. Leading off in center field is Robert Hassel. Batting in the 2 spot at second base is JT Arruda. Batting third is left fielder Blake Rutherford. Batting fourth is the right fielder Donovan Casey. Batting fifth is first baseman Frankie Tostado. Batting sixth is the designated hitter Tyrone Harris. Batting seventh, the third baseman Jack Dunn. Batting in the 8th spot is catcher Brady Lindsley. And batting ninth is shortstop Jose Sanchez. And the Reading Fightin' Phils welcome a new member to the squad here in 2023. And getting his start is Victor Vargas.
Victor Vargas making his first start with the Fightin' Phils, 4th start overall this season. Has made 3 starts down with high A Jersey Shore, 4.91 ERA. Most of that is really because of 3 earned runs and 6 hits over 2 1/3. But the big number today is the pitch count. He got up to 58 last time out after starting the year off on the development list from April 19th until May. So got to think 65, 70 today from Vargas. So if he's efficient, could definitely get some length out of the righty today.
And the defense behind him, McCarthy Tatum is in left field. Johan Rojas in his customary spot in center field. Garrett Whitley in right. Carlos De La Cruz is at first. Cam Cannon is at second base. Madison Stokes at short. Matthew Kroon at third. And veteran catcher Max McDowell behind the plate as Robert Hassel will get things started for the Senators. A little bit of a delay before we get started today. We've had a couple of delays to this game.
It's like a rosin bag delay. I guess they never put the rosin bag on the back of the mound, so.
It's an early morning start. Everybody's getting adjusted to the time start. And again, the Fightins and the Senators beginning of a 6-game homestand. If you missed a part of our pregame show today, we let you know that what's coming up on the docket for this series. Fireworks on Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. Philly Fanatic will be here on Sunday. Great opportunity to see some baseball here in Baseball Town. The first pitch of the game from Victor Vargas is a fastball just a little bit outside for Robert Hassel, 21-year-old center fielder, and the pitch is way inside. Now it's 2-0. Hassel hitting at .297 on the season, 4 doubles and a triple. 2-0 pitch to him is outside, ball 3. Hassel just 21 years of age. He is an important cog in the Washington Nationals system now. Nationals, the Major League affiliate for the Harrisburg Senators. As the pitch from Vargas is over for a called strike, it's 3 balls and a strike. Hassel, part of the trade that brought Juan Soto to San Diego. This one fouled down the third baseline, slapped the other way and into the Nationals bullpen. Hassel, a big part of that trade. It was a big trade. 5 prospects traded by the San Diego Padres to the Nationals in that Juan Soto trade last August, and Hassel a big piece of that. Originally from Franklin, Tennessee, was drafted by the Padres in the first round back in 2020. Again, just 21 years of age. 3 balls and 2 strikes to him. This one slapped the other way, and down in front is McCarthy Tatum. Will field it on a big hop in left field, and Hassel gets himself on base, lining a 3-2 pitch into left field for a single.
Good piece of hitting. Good at bat by Robert Hassel working against Victor Vargas, whose fastball is sitting right around 90, 89, 90. Fastball from the righty so far. We'll see him work to the stretch for the first time against JT Arruda.
Arruda hitting at .205. Hassel, despite his leadoff spot in the lineup, is 0 for 3 in stolen base attempts, as the first pitch to Arruda is way inside. Without some early nerves for Vargas, he missed the first 3 pitches, and now he falls behind Arruda 2 balls and no strikes. as Arruda went up on the bat as if he were going to bunt, and then pulled it back and takes it for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Now a pickoff attempt. Hassel dives back in. Our EPAW weather consulting game time temperatures 68 degrees. A little bit of a breeze, about 7-8 miles an hour right now, blowing out on the American flag on the top of the left center field scoreboard here at FirstEnergy Stadium, blowing out to a outfield. This one lined to Darles De La Cruz. He'll make the catch, and he'll step on the bag as Hassel was off on the pitch and doubled up. And so that quickly, Victor Vargas works himself out of an early trouble on the double play.
That double play brought to you by Univest and also brought to you by very quick reflexes from the 6'8" Carlos De La Cruz. Like you said, Hassel was off on the pitch, and the ball was right spot, right time. And a guy like Vargas, that's got to calm you down some. All over the place command-wise, but to get a play like that and you look responsive, a nice pitch right afterwards.
And then he throws a strike. That's a great point, Jake, because he gets a strike to the next batter because he fell behind early on to the first 2, but he gets ahead of Rutherford as Rutherford fouls this one off. And then way inside on the second, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Rutherford, who hits at .306 on the season. 6 doubles, 4 home runs. Not a whole lot of power in the lineup today for the Senators. 1-1 pitch is way inside. Now it's 2-1.
It's a team that does not hit a lot of home runs. Their team leaders, they have 3 guys tied at 4. 1, 3, a few 2s and 1s. Only 24 home runs as a group this year.
And a pitch outside again to Rutherford. So his moment, we talked about Vargas getting a first strike. Then he misses on the first 3. So now it's 3 balls and a strike to Rutherford. Checks his swing and takes it for a ball. So that's the first walk surrendered by Vargas. So after he gets the double play, he ends up walking the next batter. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Donovan Casey.
For comparison's sake, the Fightin' Phil's 39 home runs this season. So that's 15 north of Harrisburg. But also their staff doesn't give up a lot either. Just 28 allowed so far this year by their pitching staff.
And the polar opposite from the Fightin's pitching staff, who has given up the most home runs in the Eastern League at 56. So something will give in this regard to the Senators and their lack of home runs, and the Fightin' Phil's inability to keep the ball in the ballpark. And of course, this stadium adds to that a little bit. This is regarded as one of the more friendly ballparks in the Eastern League in terms of hitting and power numbers for sure. The ball does carry well here in America's Classic Ballpark. Donovan Casey, the batter, takes one up high. Now again, he's behind in a hitter. 2 balls and no strikes to Casey. So the double play getting him in a spot where Vargas can get out of this inning and with no further damage, but the pitch count now piling up as he walks Rutherford, now behind Casey 2-0. Casey at just 167 on the season and fisted towards second baseman Cam Cannon. Will make the catch, and that'll do it for the Senators in the first. No runs, a hit, 1 left. And after a half, it's the Senators nothing. The Reading Fightin' Phils coming to bat when we come back to Baseball Town after this.
Gear up for
International
Fightin' Phils
Fireworks
season.
is the official fireworks
Visit the
provider
Brentwood
of the
Industries Fightin'
Phils.
Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dogs gear. Call us Throwback, Black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course open to the public with perfect greens, lush fairways, and a course playing for 5 sets of tees. Bogey's Pub is open to the public with the area's best full-course menu, featuring indoor and outdoor seating and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams. Let the Golden Oaks Golf Club team cater to your need. Lunch, dinner, golf outings, parties, company events, and fundraisers. Visit our website at GoldenOaksGolfClub.com and follow Golden Oaks Golf Club and Bogey's Pub on Facebook. Golden Oaks Golf Club, where great memories are made.
The Golden Oaks Landscaping starting lineup for the Fightin' Phils. Madison Stokes back in leadoff spot today. Carlos De La Cruz in his customary number 2 spot. Johan Rojas bats third. Nick Podkol, the designated hitter, bats cleanup in this afternoon's lineup. And the first pitch by Alex Troop to Madison Stokes is over for a called strike. The rest of the lineup for Al Padrique, Matthew Kroon bats 5th. Max McDowell bats 6th. Cam Cannon at 7th spot. McCarthy Tatum 8th. And batting 9th is Garrett Whitley. Madison Stokes quickly falls behind left-handed pitcher Alex Troop for the Harrisburg Senators. 0-2 pitch. Lined into right field. Donovan Casey break back and continues to go back and makes the catch as he takes a stride onto the warning track right in front of the pool in right field. Madison Stokes is retired on the long fly ball to right field for out number 1.
A rarity for the Fightin' Phils, going against a lefty starter for just the 4th time this season. 8 start for Troop, 2-3, a 4.73 ERA, 27 hits, 16 walks, 29 strikeouts over 32 and a third innings pitched.
I'm going to bring up Carlos De La Cruz. Carlos at 268 on the season. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. De La Cruz with 8 doubles, 8 home runs. That leads the Fightins and is among the league leaders in the Eastern League. And 19 RBIs for De La Cruz as well. He was 7 for 27 on the road trip to Somerset. Takes this one up high from Troop. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Troop last pitched last Wednesday against Erie. 3 hits, 3 runs, 4 walks, 4 Ks over 5 innings.
1-1 pitch. De La Cruz, as he takes something off of it. De La Cruz, he's way out in front. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Carlos.
And then Troop spent most of last year with Harrisburg, made 1 appearance with AAA Rochester. Overall, 8-5, a 3.35 ERA, 28 games, 25 starts.
And the off-speed pitch that De La Cruz cannot catch up to. Swings and misses, strike 3. So De La Cruz, a strikeout victim here in the second. And I'll bring up Johan Rojas. Rojas at 275 on the season, went 5 for 25 on the road trip to Somerset. Very active on the base paths in Somerset as well. He had 5 stolen bases and 13 now on the season. Today's Phil's team leader, brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage Loan Officer Johanna Arias, is Johan Rojas. Team leading 41 hits and team leading 13 steals as well. Cross Country Mortgage Loan Officer Johanna Arias. Contact her at 484-554-9969. Or you can email her at johanna.arias@myccmortgage.com. Johan Rojas shows bunt, but that's just to take a pitch as Troop falls behind his first hitter now, 2 balls and no strikes. Rojas at 275 on the season. Rips this one foul and out of play. Deck is full. The Seidel Auto Group deck is full. The Reading Hospital Tower Health Pool deck is full today. Both grandstands are packed. Another great crowd on hand here at America's Classic Ballpark. Johan Rojas pops this one up in the infield. Frankie Tostada, the first baseman, drifts into foul territory and makes the catch for the third and final out as the Phils go 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the first. 1 in the books in baseball town. Harrisburg nothing, Reading nothing.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job, everything for us from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Burks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Burks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Welcome back to FirstEnergy Stadium. And alongside Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. The Harrisburg Senators and the Reading Fightin Phils. Senators again at 19-19 on the season as they take on the Fightins with Frankie Tostado, Tyrone Harris, and Jake Dunn due up for the Senators. Facing Victor Vargas. Tostado 218 on the season, batting in the 5-hole for the Senators this afternoon. And the first pitch from Vargas is low and inside, ball one. And this one fouled straight back, and now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Victor Vargas and Tyler McKay, 2 members of the Fightins pitching staff now, and they made some headlines, if you will, over the course of the last couple of weeks. Not so much for what they were doing as members of their respective pitching staffs, as Vargas comes with a 1-1 pitch and gets ahead now, 1 ball and 2 strikes, as Tostado ends up coming up empty. But Vargas and McKay were serving as the pitchers for Bryce Harper in his rehab, coming back from the Tommy John surgery. Rather than sending him to one of the minor league affiliates for rehab, they basically took the 2 pitchers with them, 2 minor league pitchers with them, and let them travel on the road with the Phils and go to Citizens Bank Park on a regular basis and pitch to Harper. So it was an opportunity for both McKay and Vargas to live the life of a major leaguer for a few weeks. And this one's in the dirt, and now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, but basically said, why take him to a minor league stadium? We can bring the minor leagues to him. I mean, and McKay especially. I mean, haven't seen much of Vargas yet, but McKay, since coming back from pitching to Harper, has been really good. So you got to think that experience taught him a lot.
3 balls and 2 strikes. This one's out. He checks his swing, and they say he did not go, so that will be a walk. And the second walk surrendered now by Vargas, and Tostado is a leadoff base runner for the Senators. So they've had back-to-back innings of leadoff base runners, as Tyrone Harris now will bat. Yeah, I'm sure the minor league affiliates, whether it be the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs or here in Reading, would have loved to see Bryce Harper come here to play, but unfortunately the Phils made the decision not to do it that way. But as Jake said, take the rehabs to Bryce Harper, as the pitch now to Harris is outside for a ball. So control issues for Vargas. Fell behind a couple of hitters in that first inning and now has walked 2 when he gets behind Harris, who's hitting at .311 on the season, 1 ball and no strike. Not much of a lead at first base at all, as this one's up and in 2-0. Harrisburg is managed by former big leaguer Delino Shields. Played 13 years in Major League Baseball. Certainly a name remembered by Phillies fans for his time in the early 1990s with the Montreal Expos. Son was in the major leagues for a number of years as well, Delino DeShields Jr. He's in the Harrisburg dugout as this pitch is fouled out of play. Harris swinging at the 2-0 pitch and fouling it out of play. Harris at .311 on the season, 6 doubles, a triple, and again another player in this lineup without a home run. 4 different players in the Senators lineup today that do not have a home run. As Jake said, they only have 24 as a team through 38 games. Tries to check his swing, and they say he did not go around. And so Vargas again behind now, 3 balls and a strike. Looks down at Oscar Salazar, third base coach for the Senators. As Vargas comes with his 3-1 pitch. This one grounded towards short. Stokes has to wait for it. Flips to second for 1. The relay from Dunn is in time. And another Univest double play for the Fightins. Back-to-back innings of double plays. 6-4-3 on the tailor-made double play ball. And now 2 outs and nobody on.
Tailor-made double play ball from Stokes to Cannon to De La Cruz. And double plays are a rarity this year for the Fightin Phils. Just 20 turned now so far, up to 2 today. This game number 39 of the year. That ranks last in the Eastern League. They've pretty much been 12th in the league in double plays all year.
That'll bring up Jack Dunn. .333 batting average as he steps in. And now, again, falls behind Dunn. 1 ball and no strikes. Vargas works quickly back, and this one's over for a called strike. Dunn, 26 years old, originally from Alpharetta, Georgia, played his college baseball at Northwestern. And takes this one just outside ball two. He's a first-team All-Big Ten performer at Northwestern. Actually started this season with Rochester, who's the AAA affiliate for the Nationals. Played 11 games for the Red Wings. We're coming back here to Harrisburg. Again, he's at .333 on the season with a couple of doubles and a home run. And now Vargas again behind on a hitter, 3 balls and a strike. And that's outside ball 4. So the double plays have helped Vargas as he walks his third with 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring up Brady Lindsley.
Yeah, Vargas just missing off a little bit. That last fastball at 91, one of the harder ones he's thrown so far. Sitting about 88 to 90 so far. Does have a little bit of movement on that fastball as well. So just about finding that release point, knowing where it's going to dip to and trying to hit those spots.
Dunn will take a good-sized lead, and you got to pay attention to him. He's 9 out of 10 in the stolen base category for the Senators, as the first pitch to Brady Lindsley is over for a called strike. Lindsley, the starting catcher, hitting at .238 on the season. Drew Millis, who was the Senators' #1 catcher, just got called up to Rochester. Here's a throw from McDowell as Dunn does take off, and the throw from McDowell sails on him a little bit. Very uncharacteristic for Max McDowell, as that pitch sails on him a little bit, and he's frustrated as Dunn picks up the stolen base. As I said, that's now 10 out of 11 for Dunn in the stolen base category.
And McDowell knew that if that throws down, probably gets him. Throw looks like it beat the runner Dunn there, but just a little bit too high. Cannon had the leap, couldn't get the tag down.
So it's 1 ball and 1 strike now to Lindsley. Runner on second base for the first time in the ball game. Now Vargas will step off. Left-handed hitter Lindsley. Madison Stokes, the shortstop, cheating a little bit over towards the second base bag. Infield plays him to pull. The outfield plays him the other way. This one lifted into center field. Johan Rojas has to go back, still going back to the warning track, and looks up and makes the catch in a very casual manner to the deepest part of the ballpark here at America's Classic Ballpark, and that'll do it for the Senators in the second. No runs, no hits, 1 left, 1.5 complete in Baseball Town. Harrisburg and Reading scoreless.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Star City Boxing, located at 4760 Schuylkill Avenue in Reading, is a 501c3 non-profit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. And visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2023 Our Phil's Fiesta Friday partner.
The Reading Fightin' Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call.
Nick Podkul will get it started for the Fightins here in the second. No score. Podkul batting in a cleanup spot for the first time on the season after a 6-for-15 road trip to Somerset, and included a couple of doubles and a triple. Troop working quickly. Gets the first pitch over for a called strike, and Podkul takes the second one low and inside on a breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Podkul, hitting at .342 overall. This pitch is low, and it's 2-1 now to Nick Podkul. Big cut at this one, fouls it straight back. Podko kind of got this run started for him in the last home series at the tail end of the series. It was against New Hampshire, a team he played for and an organization he played for Toronto. And got it started with a home run and then carried it with him on the road trip to Somerset. He was batting at the 9 spot at that point in time, and he's consistently hit. And so Al Padrique today puts him in the 4-hole. 3 balls and 2 strikes to him. Way up high, ball 4. And Podkill draws a walk. First base runner for the Fightins. Lead off here in the second. Matthew Kroon now will step to the plate for Reading.
Make that 12 straight games that Nick Podkill has reached base. Was snapped the 5-game hit streak on Sunday in an 0-for-3 performance, but did walk. So that's 12 straight games Podkill has reached. That's the active lead for the Fightin' Phils. Overall season lead was 14. Oliver Dunn snapped that on Sunday.
That'll bring up Matthew Kroon. Kroon swings at the first pitch, slaps it the other way. Nice diving stop by Tostado at first, and tries to make the throw down to second and gets it there in time to get the lead runner in Podkill. Fine play on the dive by Tostado, and then gets up and throws it to Jose Sanchez, the shortstop, covering at second, so they get the lead base runner. That'll be a fielder's choice. Kroon stays safely at first base.
Heck of a play from Frankie Tostado at first base. Makes the dive, a lot of first base, and say, you know what, I'm going to get the sure thing, but he trusted himself, created himself a lane, made a strong throw to second base to get the lead runner.
So that'll bring up Max McDowell. There's now Kroon. A lot better speed on the bases now with Kroon there, and McDowell will take the first one over for a called strike. Kroon 9 of 11 in the stolen base category, second best in terms of stolen bases for the Fightins behind Johan Rojas. McDowell 3 out of 10 on the road trip. Batting average sits at 235 now as a result. And Kroon takes off and the throw over. They got him picked off, a high throw, and Kroon is gunned down at second base. Kroon doesn't think so. He thought the high throw, he got under the tag of JT Arruda. But the pickoff of the left-handed pitcher Alex Troop will gun down Matthew Kroon for out number 2.
Yeah, it was a high throw, like you said, and Kroon thought he got under it. No contestation from Fightin' Phil's manager Al Padrique. Throw beat him there. That was certainly the case, but Kroon thought he may have been under the tag.
So now the bases are empty and 2 outs as Max McDowell, the hitter, takes one for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike now to McDowell. Max with a home run, 8 RBIs on the season. This one ripped into left field, but hooking foul and out of play as it heads towards left field deck. And now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Troop at 6'5", 210-pounder. Another former Big Ten player, played his college baseball at Michigan State. The 9th round draft pick of the Nationals in 2017. This one ripped into the 5-hole and into left field for a base hit. So Max McDowell now gets the Phil's first hit. That'll bring up Cam Cannon.
Good piece of hitting by McDowell. That's his 3rd straight game with a base hit. Now it's Cam Cannon, who was activated off the injured list with a hamstring injury at the middle part of the Somerset series. Was 2 for 10 on a double, scored a run against the Patriots up in North Jersey. So looks like he's slowly, surely getting his timing back.
Yeah, he was maybe the Phil's hottest hitter at the time of that hamstring injury, as he steps into plate at 3:08 on the season. First pitch swinging comes up empty on the breaking ball. So man on first base, 2 down. Bottom half of the second inning scoreless as Cam Cannon bats here for the Fightins. Max McDowell takes his lead off of first. Troop takes the long look, comes to the pitch. This one driven into right field. Donovan Casey will take a couple of steps back. He's got it sized up and squeezes it for the 3rd and final out. So the Phils make a little bit of noise, but ultimately run themselves out of the inning. 4 Reading in the second. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left, 2 complete, and it remains scoreless at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
the Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
To the top of the third, we head with the Harrisburg Senators, the Reading Fightin Phils in a scoreless tie. Both teams with one hit. And the Senators, have left a couple men on base. It'll be 9-1-2 due up for the Senators, facing Victor Vargas now in his third inning of work. Jose Sanchez and Robert Hassel on top of the lineup in the on-deck circle. And Vargas doing what he has done frequently so far through the first two innings, which is falling behind hitters as he falls behind Sanchez with the first pitch. And comes back with a fastball off-speed pitch at the knees, for a strike. 1-1 strike to Sanchez, who's hitting at just 196 on the season. Pitch is outside 2-0. Vargas has walked 3, given up a hit. Double play has been his friend. Line drive double play in the first, and a ground ball double play in the second. This one ripped into center field. Rojas will take a run back. He'll look up, and it will be out of here as it finds its way over the rail and off the Redner's Event Center in dead center field. Jose Sanchez with his first home run of the season. It was a bomb to dead center field.
Yeah, to Sanchez, that one on the inner half of the plate. Got the hands in and turned on it. 424, 104 off the bat. On a fastball at 90 miles per hour. Gave it a ride, but if you're Victor Vargas, you got to shake it and move on to the next one.
I'll bring up the top of the order and Robert Hassel. Hassel had a base hit in left field his first time up. And the pitch to him is low ball 1. As I mentioned when he batted in the first inning, Hassel, a former first-round draft pick of the San Diego Padres out of Independence High School in Tennessee. Played last year over 3 levels in the Padres organization, or 2 levels in the Padres organization, and then finished up the season after the trade. He was part of that Juan Soto-Josh Bell trade that went for the Nationals to the Padres in August. Played the last 27 games of the season with the Senators. Hit just .222 for the Senators a year ago, hitting at .297 coming into today's game, and now up over 300 with his base hit his first time up. 1-2 strikes to Hassel. Scouts say he will hit. Power is a question. He's got very good speed, despite the fact he hasn't stolen any bases. An outstanding throwing arm in center field as he slaps this one out of play. Again, just 21 years of age. So the scouts hoping, and certainly the Nationals hoping, that the power will eventually come his way. 1-2 strikes to Hassel. That one just misses, and it's now 2 strikes.
Tried to mix in an off-speed pitch and get Hassel to chase. Strong discipline by the lefty Hassel.
Tries to check his swing here, and they will say he went around, and that'll be the first strikeout for Vargas. 1 out here in the third.
Yeah, Vargas pitch count, as they said, look, best thing to get hurt on is a solo home run. It's done, it's over, you shake it. Pitch count's still pretty low. He's in the mid-40s right now. Threw 58 last time out against the Blue Rocks. That was 6 days ago last Wednesday. So you got to think 70-ish is probably the range for him today.
As JT Arruda bats here for the Nationals. He hit Senators. I said that twice now. As he hit into double play and a line drive. A nice play by Carlos De La Cruz that the Phils turn into a double play. Bullpen is quiet as of now for Reading, as it's a 1-1 strike now to Arruda.
It's obviously the first start Vargas making at the AA level. Made one start with AAA Lehigh Valley in 21. Gave up 2 hits, no runs over 5 innings.
This one tapped towards the right side. De La Cruz makes the play, and the throw to Vargas is in time. Carlos De La Cruz just hesitated for a moment, but he made the play. A little bit of a high throw and a nice adjustment by the pitcher Vargas to make the out for out number 2.
May not have been pretty, but it still goes down as a 3-1 in the scorebook, and that's all that counts. We've talked a lot, and I hit on it on Saturday night at Somerset, how much better Carlos De La Cruz's defense has gotten this year. That's a play. It's a tough play. Give him credit. Who knows if he makes that play back on, say, April 8th, April 15th. But here we are a month and a half into the season, and he has grown leaps and bounds as a defender at first base.
That'll bring up Blake Rutherford, something we've talked about with Al Padrique about the development of Carlos De La Cruz at first base, and Al Padrique works tirelessly with him. But it's just going from trying to get it to be instinctual. This one driven by Rutherford into left center field. It will drift and fly over the left center field wall for a home run. Another solo home run, this one by Rutherford. Got it just up high enough to get it into the jet stream, as we said, going out to left center field, and Rutherford makes it a 2-0 game.
I said, it looked like it was hit the hardest off the bat, 99, goes 384, but a launch angle of 30. It was high off the bat. You know, most days, most ballparks, that one might stay in, but this ballpark, all you got to do, especially in lefts just to the left of the event center and just to the right of the event center, sometimes you just have to get it up in the air and let the natural environment do the rest.
Rutherford's 5th home run of the season makes it a 2-0 Senators lead, as Donovan Casey now will bat. And the first pitch to him is over for a called strike. But it's worth, the bullpen still stays quiet. 51 pitches now thrown by Vargas. This one up high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Casey, who lined out to Cam Cannon to finish the first inning for the Senators. This one outside, now it's 2-1. And we said something would give between the Senators being as low as they are in terms of home runs hit, and the Phil's pitching staff has surrendered the most. And so far that number is changing now as the Senators have 2 home runs in this inning. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Donovan Casey. This one slapped the other way. Slow roller for Cannon. He has to wait for it to get there and then make the throw in time. And that'll do it for Harrisburg here in the 3rd, but they put a little thunder up with a couple of solo home runs. The only hits in the inning, 2 runs on the board as well for Harrisburg. The Fightin's to the plate when we come back in the 3rd here in Baseball Town. Harrisburg 2, Reading nothing.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Humane Pennsylvania is an innovative national leader in animal welfare with adoption centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care, how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
8, 9, and 1 due up for the Fightins here in the 3rd. McCarthy Tatum, Garrett Whitley in the top. Got Madison Stokes facing left-handed pitcher Alex Troop on the mound for the Senators. The Fightins now trailing 2-0. Tatum, a 5-game hitting streak as he steps in. And the first pitch is over to him for a called strike. McCarthy got it going in that series against New Hampshire, the tail end of that series with a solo home run. It kind of unloaded things for him a little bit, unloosened things for him as well, and there he is, right on cue with a line drive into center field for a base hit. The center fielder Hassel slips and falls and then dropped the ball for a moment, but by the time McCarthy Tatum made the decision, Hassel was back up on his feet, so it's a base hit for McCarthy Tatum. Second hit for the Phils, and McCarthy Tatum stays hot. He was 4 for 11 on the road trip, and now a 6-game hitting streak as Garrett Whitley will bat. Garrett Whitley would have preferred to not make the trip perhaps to Somerset. He went 0 for 16 on the road trip as he steps in. Batting average now down to 163 as a result, as Tatum takes his lead off of first. Phils had some issues last inning in the sense of a fielder's choice and a nice play. Took down a leadoff base runner in Nick Podkul, and Matthew Kroon was thrown out stealing. Take them out of any kind of inning in the second. McCarthy Tatum, a leadoff base runner for Whitley. This one's in the dirt. Nice play by the catcher Brady Lindsley to keep it in the mitt and keep McCarthy Tatum at first base. 2 balls and no strikes now to Whitley. Madison Stokes in the top of the order in the on-deck circle for the Fightins. Troop had 17 starts last year for Harrisburg. Overall went 7-5 for the Senators. 112 innings pitched. He struck out 130 and walked just 31 as he misses up high to Whitley, and now 3-0. He did walk a batter in Podkul in the second inning. Now behind the number 9 hole, Garrett Whitley, 3-0, and up high again, ball 4. So the Phils trying to counter some issues in terms of the long ball for the pitching staff for Reading, giving up 2 solo home runs in that second inning. Now trying to counter it with something going here in the bottom half of the third inning, as they've got the first 2 men on and the top of the order, and Madison Stokes at the plate. Stokes went 5 for 20 on the road trip to Somerset, that included a double and 2 home runs. Flew out to deep right field his first time up. First pitch swinging and missing at the off-speed pitch. Madison thinking first pitch fastball, got the breaking ball instead, and he's now behind, no balls and 1 strike. Al Padrique in the third base coaching box. Ray Ricker in the first base coaching box for the Fightins. As Troop from the stretch takes a look back and comes. This one tapped in front of the pitcher's mound, and they'll make the play to third, and again they get the lead runner. So the Senators playing some excellent defensive baseball and just get the lead runner on the slow roller by Stokes. Everybody else is safe. 1 down now here in the third.
Yeah, just one of those that if Stokes hits it on the first base side, he only plays the first. But for the fortune of Harrisburg and Troop, the pitcher, ball carried Troop's momentum towards the third base bag. So really a pretty easy play. Scoop it in, just flip it over to your third baseman, Jack Dunn.
So I'll bring up Carlos De La Cruz now with 2 on and 1 out. De La Cruz, a strikeout victim his first time up, fouls this one down the third base line. The only strikeout so far for Troop. As I said, he is a strikeout pitcher. 29 strikeouts in 32 1/3 coming in. And again, last year, 130 strikeouts in 112 innings. Phils have made contact against him so far. Whitley, big lead. Here comes the pickoff attempt, and he's out at second base. Whitley started to break, maybe just trying to shake up Troop, and he stepped off, and that's the second runner now that Troop has picked off.
Yes, last thing you want is running in the outs in a game where runs are very valuable. And we know this is an Phils team that can certainly get runs in bunches, but you don't want to be running yourselves off the base paths either.
So now there's 2 outs and a man on first base for De La Cruz. And the pitch to him is up high, ball 1. Yeah, you got to really wonder what Garrett Whitley was thinking there. He wasn't trying to steal. Looked like he was trying to rattle Troop by bluffing as if he were running, and Troop got it. This one's again way up high. It's 2-1. So Phil's trying to prevent themselves from running out of an inning for the second straight. The man on first and 2 outs now for Carlos De La Cruz, who's ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Now another pickoff attempt. Madison Stokes not about to get picked off now. Not after what's happened so far. His lead is not much. Maybe he takes another half a step or so. Now he takes a step back. And another off-speed pitch that De La Cruz has not been able to time up. as Troop has fooled him a couple of times so far. And now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carlos De La Cruz. Team high 8 home runs on the year. 2-2 pitch to him. Tapped towards the left side. Nice diving play by Jack Dunn. Long throw is a wide throw. It bounces off the Savage dugout sweep. That'll allow Madison Stokes to move up. I would imagine that'll be a base hit for De La Cruz, but it will be an error because it allowed Stokes to move to third. It is a base hit for De La Cruz. And again, the error will allow Stokes to move from second to third now with 2 runners on the corners and 2 outs for Johan Rojas.
So yes, the official score just announced: single for Carlos De La Cruz, and then Stokes to third on an E5. That's the first error this afternoon. This morning, still 11:49. First error this morning for Harrisburg, third of the year for the third baseman Jack Dunn.
So Johan Rojas trying to make it work for the Phils as he steps in. Johan with 17 RBIs, first pitch swinging. And again, Troop starts with an off-speed pitch. Phils thinking first pitch fastball. Get the off-speed pitch, and Johan Rojas way out in front of it. Rojas popped up in the infield his first time up. 2 on, 2 out. This one in the dirt. Another nice play by Lindsey to keep it in front of him. Blake Rutherford is in left field for the Senators. Robert Hassel in center, Donovan Casey in right. Frankie Tostado is at first base. JT Aruda is at second. Jose Sanchez at short. Jack Dunn, who just made that error at third. And Brady Lindsley, as we talked about, is behind the plate. This one lifted straight up in the infield. The catcher, Lindsley, gets the mask off, and he'll make the catch, and the Phils come up empty with a couple of men on base. So for the Fightins in the third, no runs, 2 hits, 2 left, 3 complete. It remains Harrisburg 2, Reading nothing.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spent time in Baseball Town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
We head to the top half of the 4th inning. Harrisburg 2, Reading nothing. The Reading Hot Dogs, to be specific, as the Reading Phils wearing their hot dog jerseys here with plenty of kids on hand. And it's time now here in the top of the 4th inning. Turn things over to my broadcast partner, Jake Starr. Will take over play-by-play.
Thank you very much, Bob. Frankie Tostado steps in against Victor Vargas, whose first pitch is swung on and missed for a strike, 0-1. Tostado 5-6-7 due up for the Senators, who lead 2-0 in this top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. And on the hands, jam shot, foul territory. Crew in the third baseman reaches over, and it go out of play into the 67 club down the third base line. So 2 quick strikes for Victor Vargas, who, like we said, has struggled getting behind in counts early on in this ball game. 0-2. Vargas, the righty, picks and deals. And tight for a ball, 1-2. Vargas, who's making his first start for Reading this season, was called up for the Jersey Shore Blue Claws prior to this game, which meant that an RFL had to go. That RFL was Taylor Lehman. He got promoted to AAA Lehigh Valley. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul into the first base coach's box. Nice play by the first base coach for Harrisburg, too, scooping it barehanded.
Yeah, it looks like the Senators make the option of using a player to coach at first base because it's been a different person coaching at first base each and every inning.
1-2. High pitch fouled back, left side out of play. Counts 1-2. So a huge congratulations to Taylor Lehman, first of all, for the promotion to AAA Lehigh Valley. Great guy, great pitcher. He's had a heck of a season for the Fightin' Phils. Earned the save on Saturday. Here's the 1-2. And on the hands, pop fly, left side of the infield. Drifting in the foul territory, goes Kroon, the third baseman. He makes the catch for the first out. That'll bring Tyrone Harris to third to the plate here in the fourth.
Yeah, of course, we had the opportunity to talk to Taylor Lehman in the last series for the Fightins. And our pregame show out on the plaza presented by Mike Sandwich Shop. And he's, as Jake said, good of guys you're going to get. Obviously a Penn State product, a Pennsylvania native from Pittsburgh. And he's done a tremendous job for the Phils, working his way back from injury. Got a chance to talk to him about that and the elbow surgery and the mental aspect of it versus the physical aspect of it. He's done it. He's done what you want him to do, and he's got the potential. 6'8" and left hand is a good way to live.
First two pitches at Harris both get fouled back. This one into the general admission section on the right side. There is action in the Fightin' Phils bullpen. Zach Lingenfelter up and throwing, so we'll see if this fourth inning is it for Vargas. He currently sits at 61, now 62, as the 62nd pitch is grounded towards third. Chest high hop for Kroon, waits back on it. Rifles a throw across the diamond in time. 2 up, 2 down for Victor Vargas, and that'll bring Jack Dunn to the plate.
Well, that's something that Vargas has not been able to do so far, which is to get ahead of hitters and to get early outs. He was not. The Senators have been able to put the leadoff man on base for the first 3 innings, so he's got himself in a 2-out, nobody on jam.
First pitch to Dunn is down low for a ball and an off-speed pitch. Counts 1-0. Jack Dunn walked his first time up, stole second, but was stranded there. Harrisburg a 2-0 lead, top of the fourth, the 1-0. Swinging a slow roller towards the third base coach's box, and that'll make the count 1-1. So 65 pitches for Vargas. You wonder if they try and stretch him out one more. Season high was 58 before today. The 1-1 misses just outside for a ball, 2-1.
I think what happens, this hitter might be a big determinant of that. He's had 2 weakly hit balls so far here in the fourth.
2-1 the count, the pitch. Outside for a ball, 3-1.
I think if he gets done relatively easily, that may sway things a little bit. If he struggles to get done or walks done, that probably will seal his fate.
3-1. Outside corner for a called strike, 3-2. Back to the fastball at 90. So 3-2, 2 outs in the top of the fourth inning. Vargas looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the day. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive, hit well, out towards right center. Tatum back, so is Rojas, and it is gone. Jack Dunn clears the fence in left center field, just in front of the scoreboard. It's a solo shot, the third of that kind today. And the Senators lead it 3-0 in the fourth. Here comes Al Padrique, and that'll likely do it for Victor Vargas today.
As I said, depending on what he does with Jack Dunn, may seal his fate, and it does. The third solo home run of the day will bring Al Padrique out, and that'll do it. Call the bullpen. There's the wave from Al Padrique. The Alberta University Golden Wolves call the bullpen. Will call an end to the day for Victor Vargas.
So Vargas will exit after 3 2/3. Zach Lingenfelter will enter. We'll have Lingenfelter's numbers. And we'll close the line on Vargas on the other side of this break. 3-0 Senators, top 4 on the Phils Radio Network.
The Louisiana Swamplands. Out here, you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorrento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Chick-fil-A, Pizza Como USA, Railroad House, Why Missing Restaurant and Bakery, Jersey Mike's Subs, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Bakery, Subway, and Clean Eats for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners. Don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet, photos, and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin Phillies mascot band. Regular season tickets start at $33 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
Let's go to the bullpen, brought to you by Alvernia University Golden Wolves. Step into your future with Alvernia University as Zach Lingenfelter enters for the R-Phils.
Lingenfelter, the 6'5", 220-pound right-hander, coming out of the Phils bullpen for the 10th time this season. 0-1 with a 9 earned run average. A lot of that absorbed in the road trip to Somerset, where he got beat up a little bit in a game against the Patriots.
First pitch to Brady Lindsley in there for a called strike.
Zach in that series in Somerset pitched in just one game. He only missed a third of an inning, gave up 5 runs in that third of an inning on a couple of hits.
0-1. Down low for a ball, 1-1. Hope for Lingenfelter has to be try and stretch him out for a couple. He's thrown 2 once. That came on May the 13th against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats right here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Even the count 1-1 against Brady Lindsley. The righty deals. Swinging a ground ball softly towards first. De La Cruz charges, fields it belt high, and takes it to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. 1 run in the inning. It was on the home run from Jack Dunn. Nobody left on base for the Senators. We played 3.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Harrisburg up 3-0 on the R-Phils Radio Network.
The Louisiana Swamplands. Out here, you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
When the Reading Fightin Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Chick-fil-A, Pizza Como USA, Railroad House, Why Missing Restaurant and Bakery, Jersey Mike's Subs, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Bakery, Subway, and Clean Eats for making sure the Fightin Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners. Don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet, photos, and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin Phillies mascot band. Regular season tickets start at $33 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
Nick Podkol leads things off in the bottom of the 4th inning, 3-0. Harrisburg Senators the lead over the Fightin Phils. Another solo shot from Jack Dunn in the top half of the frame extended the lead and chased Victor Vargas from the game. 4-5-6 against Alex Troop, who deals the first pitch home, and Podkol jammed on the hands. It's a pop fly to the right side. It'll drift out of play. Foul, 0-1. Podkol walked his first time up to extend his on-base streak to a now active team high of 12 games in a row. Podkol, a .342 hitter across the season so far. Here's the 0-1. Down low for a ball, 1-1. Alex Troop, who's back out for inning number 4 of work, has allowed 3 hits, no runs. He has stranded 3 so far. Here's the 1-1. And there for a called strike 1-2, right at the knees.
Troop has been his own best friend. His pickoff moves have taken the Phils out of 2 innings.
Pair of pickoffs so far today for Troop, 1-2. Podkol lines it. It is a fair ball down the left field line. Rolls towards the corner. Karam's off the wall to Rutherford and left. Podkol off with the helmet in the second, standing up. It's a double for Nick Podkol. He stays red hot. That's just his second double of the season. And the Fightin' Phils are threatening with Matthew Kroon to the dish.
As I mentioned in his first at-bat, Podkol had a couple extra base hits on that road trip in his 6 hits, and that with the double there gets the Phils something going again. They have had Troop on the ropes in the last couple innings. Now they need to start to find a way to plate a couple of them.
First pitch to Matthew Kroon's in tight for a ball, off speed pitch. So you go from one consistent hitter in Podkol to another in Kroon.
I mentioned in the pregame show today that Matthew Kroon is kind of the Fightin' Phils stealth bomber. He has been so steady, kind of flying under the radar just a little bit over the course of the year.
1-0. Misses tight for a ball, 2-0. Hitters count to Kroon. Kroon grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. That was the excellent play by Tostado at first, who then got the lead runner at second. Kroon up 2-0. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul over the third base coach's box, 2-1.
You look at Matthew Kroon's numbers coming into today's game. He was 9th in the Eastern League in hitting at .301. Tied with Madison Stokes for team high in doubles with 9. Among the team leaders in RBIs with 19. Among the team leaders in stolen bases with 9. He's just done a lot of things for the Fightins over the course of the year and playing a couple different positions at that.
2-1 the count. Troop kicks and deals. Big swing and a miss on another off-speed pitch. That one at 79. The count goes 2-2.
The majority of the games that Kroon has played in, he's played at third, but he's played in left, he's played in center, he's played in right field, and obviously he can DH as well.
Kroon digs back in, slightly open stance for the righty. The lefty Troop works from the first base side of the rubber. It's an all-righty lineup tonight against Troop, who set at the lighters, throws back towards second, and JT Arruda, the second baseman, I don't think was ready. The throw short-hopped him as he stood about a good 5 feet behind the second base bag to scoop that throw.
Yeah, the message in the Phils dugout has to be, all right, let's be on our toes on the base paths here, boys. This guy's got a pretty good move, and he's taken us out of a couple innings. I wouldn't think Nick Podkol is going anywhere right now.
2-2 the count, the pitch. Kroon swinging a miss on another off-speed pitch. It was a heavy dose of breaking balls from Alex Troop, and he gets Kroon down on strikes. Just the second punch out this afternoon for Alex Troop. That'll bring Max McDowell to the dish for the Fightin' Phils.
And he's really fooled the Phils on some of those off-speed pitches. Had them way out in front on a number of occasions. And a couple of times he has started the hitter with that off-speed pitch.
McDowell 1 for 1 today. Lefty on righty matchup here. Troop kicks and deals. In tight towards the head. They're going to say it got a piece of the shoulder.
No, I think it hit the helmet. I'm not sure if it hit the shoulder or the helmet, but the helmet for Max McDowell spun. So whether it spun because of him trying to get out of the way of it or the ball hit the helmet, but that's why they wear the flaps on those helmets. And Max McDowell, again, hit by a pitch. And he's on base.
7th time this year. Leads the team in hit by pitches. Next closest is a pair of 4s. De La Cruz been hit 4 times. Tatum 4 times as well, but McDowell has the lead. So here's Cam Cannon, first and second, 1 away, bottom 4. Troop set at the lighters, the pitch. In tight for a ball, counts 1-0.
So this is the 3rd straight inning now that the Phils have had Troop on the ropes. Now can they get one across?
Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball, shallow center, racing out Sanchez, the shortstop. Coming in is the center fielder, Hassel, but Sanchez reaches over his shoulder, makes the catch in shallow left center for out number 2, and that'll bring McCarthy Tatum to the plate for the Fightin' Phils.
Yeah, he really got in on the fist that time for Cam Cannon. And Cannon got nothing on it other than fisted out there. It was a nice over-the-shoulder catch for Sanchez, who hesitated just for a moment. The shortstop instinctually will go out so far and then think that the outfielders might call him off. There was nobody close, and Sanchez, that was his play by himself, and he ended up making the catch over the shoulder.
So here's McCarthy Tatum, 1 for 1 today. First pitch at the knees for a called strike, 0-1. First and second for the Fightin' Phils, hitting .228 this year with runners in scoring position. That ranks 9th across the Eastern League. Tatum looking to increase that number here. 0-1. And tight for a ball, 1-1. Back to the fastball at 90.
Tatum, despite his limited success this season and limited playing time because of that slump that he was in for a while, still has 14 RBIs on the year.
.233 hitter, pair of home runs entering today. 1-1 the count, the pitch. That's a line drive. It is down the left field line for a base hit. Around third and scoring is Podkul. Racing towards third goes McDowell. He'll get the red light. And the second is McCarthy Tatum. He's got a single and a double today, and now an RBI, and the Fightin' Phils cut the lead to 3-1 Harrisburg.
On cue, as I said, McCarthy Tatum, despite the slump that he was in for several weeks, and because of that, lost some playing time. That is RBI, as Jake said, number 15 on the year, and almost anybody else on the Phils lineup other than the catcher Max McDowell, I think Al Badrique probably sends him. As the left fielder Rutherford had picked it up off the wall as McDowell was rounding third, and I think rather throw a little bit of caution in the mix, Badrique decided to hold him up.
First pitch to Whitley, swing and a miss, 0-1. So it's runners on second and third, 2 outs, bottom 4, 3-1. Harrisburg has the lead, and if there's anybody on this roster that is due right now, it's Garrett Whitley. 0 for 16 last week at Somerset. Has reached base once today, walked in the third. Pitch from Troop. Whitley takes it. They'll appeal towards first. They're going to say he went. Jae-Young Kim, the first baseman, will say that Garrett Whitley went. Whitley didn't look too thrilled with the call, but quickly is back into the box.
And here's Ray Ricker, the first base coach, who's voicing his displeasure.
From up here, it did not look like he went. Didn't look remotely close. So 0-2 to Whitley. He'll call time. Which you'll see a lot. Guys get down 0-2 quickly, and they'll step out and ask for time.
Especially after the indecision, he's trying to argue his case a little bit in addition to.
Whitley choked up on the bat, crowded on the plate. The pitch. And tight for a ball, 1-2.
You mentioned that Whitley, if anybody needs to come up with something here, not only because of his struggles with the plate, but again, also because of that mistake he made on the base pass in the last inning, getting picked off.
1-2 the count, 2 gone, men on second and third. Troop comes set at the letters. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Whitley down on strikes on an off-speed pitch. Third strikeout today for Alex Troop, and that'll retire the side. 1 run of the inning for the Fightin' Phils. They did it on 2 hits. No errors to left. We'll go to the top of the 5th. 3-1 Harrisburg on the Our Phils Radio Network.
The Louisiana Swamplands. Out here, you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Chick-fil-A, Pizza Como USA, Railroad House, Why Missing Restaurant and Bakery, Jersey Mike's Subs, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Bakery, Subway, and Clean Eats for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners. Don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet, photos, and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets start at $33 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
So Reading got 1 back in the bottom of the 4th, makes it a 3-1 ball game as we go to the 5th. Zach Lingenfelter back out for the Fightin' Phils. Down by 2 with 9-1-2 due up for the Senators. Jose Sanchez steps in from the right side. First pitch home is outside and down for a ball. Counts 1-0. Jose Sanchez 1 for 1 today in a home run. His first time up in the 3rd. 1 of 3 solo shots smacked by Harrisburg today. Here's the pitch. On the outside corner for a called strike. Count goes to 1-1. Jose Sanchez, the 22-year-old, spent most of last year with High-A Wilmington. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball foul, 1-2. Wilmington, the Blue Rocks, the High-A affiliate of the Washington Nationals, formerly the single-A affiliate of the Kansas City Royals, but followed the realigning that came in the last 3 years and the pandemic, Wilmington assigned to the Nationals, which makes sense. Not too far of a drive from D.C. 1-2 the count against Jose Sanchez. Lingenfelter, a long pier home. He'll work from the windup and deal. Down low for a ball, 2-2. Where it's interesting when you look at the geographics of the Nationals affiliates. You have Harrisburg, it's about 2 hours north of D.C. You have Delmarva, which is, down in Maryland. Here's the 2-2. Upstairs for a ball of 3-2. Then you have Rochester, the AAA affiliate, which is way up in New York. So the furthest one is their AAA affiliate from Washington, D.C. to 3-2. That's in tight for a ball, and Sanchez works a leadoff walk. That'll bring us back to the top to Robert Hassel, where then you have the Phillies, where, yes, you have Clearwater, but then Jersey Shore, Lehigh Valley, and Reading all kind of form a triangle, and they're all super close to one another. Kind of made sense when Clearwater went to low A and Jersey Shore to high A, because now players going from high A, double A to triple A. None of those drives are more than an hour and a half, 45 minutes for some. Stepping in is Hassel. Here's the first pitch. On the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Hassel 1 for 2 today, single and a strikeout. Was punched out by Victor Vargas his last time up in the third. Lingenfelter now works from the stretch. Set at the belt. 0-1, runner goes inside for a ball. McDowell won't even throw down. So that's going to be a stolen base for Jose Sanchez. It's a team that doesn't run a ton in Harrisburg either. But already a couple of stolen bags today for the Senators. Count now 1-1, no outs. Lingenfelter comes set at the belt. Righty kicks and deals. Breaking pitch that misses just outside for a ball. Counts 2-1. For Jose Sanchez, that was his first stolen base of the season. Like we said, a team that does not run very much. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch in there for a called strike, 2-2. Adam Leverett up and throwing in the Fightin's bullpen. Also closed the line on Victor Vargas. 3 2/3, 4 hits, 3 runs all earned, 3 walks and a strikeout. 71 pitches, just north of 50%. 36 of them were for strikes. Lingenfelter set at the belt, kicks and deals. Outside for a ball, count goes to full, 3-2. Bob mentioned Robert Hassel was traded to the Nationals in last year's Juan Soto-Josh Bell exchange. Hassel currently ranks as the number 2 prospect in the Nationals organization. Here's the 3-2. Upstairs ball 4, so back-to-back walks issued by Zach Lingenfelter. That'll bring JT Arruda to the dish for the Senators. Hassel ranks as the number 30th overall prospect according to MLB Pipeline, 52 for Baseball America. As Arruda steps in. 2 on, first and second, no outs, top 5. Our score, Harrisburg 3, Fightin Phil's 1. Still very much a ball game here as Brad Bergeson will now go join the mound conversation. Presumably to also give Adam Leverett a couple of extra moments to throw. Leverett's someone who's pitched quite well as of late. Has gone 4 2/3 scoreless in a row. His last 2 outings, 10 strikeouts as well. Between a start and appearance against New Hampshire and an appearance against Somerset.
Yeah, he actually, the last morning game, Adam Leverett got the start against New Hampshire to start that series and did not fare very well. However, has pitched very well in the bullpen since that point. In the series against New Hampshire, in the morning game, he only made it through an inning and 2/3, ended up giving up 4 runs in that appearance. But since then, back to the bullpen, which is kind of where he is normally coming from. That was a bullpen game for the Fightins that day. And Leverett's pitched very well back out of his reliever role.
So new batters, JT Arruda, no one out, first and second in the top of the 5th. Lingenfelter kicks and deals. First pitch is down low as Arruda showed bunt, 1-0. Dating back to Saturday, 9 1/3 consecutive scoreless innings pitched by the Fightin Phil's bullpen. That mark certainly being threatened right now. Here's the 1-0. Squares the bunt again. Takes it for a called strike 1-1.
I was actually very surprised when I looked at the numbers before today's game in the base on ball categories for the Fightin's pitching. I thought it would be that they would be much higher in terms of walks surrendered. They're actually towards the bottom of the Eastern League in walks surrendered coming into the series.
1-1 the count, the pitch. Squares the bunt again. Takes it inside. Gets away from the catcher, McDowell. There was hesitation on Pete Talkington behind home plate.
Yeah, I think there was hesitation everybody on whether it hit.
McDowell not happy, spikes the ball down. I think McDowell's upset because he thought the ball hit him.
Correct.
And there was never a call, and presumably when there's not a call, the ball's live, so both runners advance. We'll see what they rule that officially. They'll rule it a pass ball on McDowell. That's his 5th of the year. So now it's 2nd and 3rd, nobody away. Infield is now up for the Fightins. Counts 2-1 to Arruda, the 2-hitter. Here's the pitch. In tight for a ball, 3-1.
So Arruda was having some trouble in terms of trying to get the bunt down, and now essentially the Senators end up getting their same result without having to sacrifice an out.
Adam Leverett's done throwing, so this could be the last batter Lingenfelter faces. 3-1 pitch. Outside corner for a called strike 3-2. Yes, you have a base open, but also 3, 4, 5 the next 3 up, including Blake Rutherford, who already has a home run and he's reached base twice today. So you'd love to get this out if you're Lingenfelter. 3-2 the count, no outs. 2nd and 3rd. Here's the pitch. In tight, ball 4. So that's 3 straight walks surrendered by Lingenfelter. And here comes Al Padrique, and that will be an Alvernia University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen. Step into your future with the Alvernia University Golden Wolves. Back after this on the Phillies Radio Network. For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons are a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phil's, 2 great hometown partners.
Alvernia University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen. It brings in Adam Leverett for the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Makes his 11th appearance for the Phils. 2 of them were starts. As we mentioned, he started the last day game for the Phils, the last morning game. But overall, 0-1 with a 4.08 earned run average, 17 2/3 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, and 6 walks. But has pitched exceptionally well in his last 3 outings.
First pitch to Blake Rutherford is outside for a ball.
Let me correct myself. Last 2 outings. That 3rd outing was the start against New Hampshire, but then came back later on in that series, pitched a perfect inning against the Fisher Cats.
1-0. Jam shot, shallow left. Racing in comes Rojas. He is under it. He will make the catch. The runner will tag, and then he will stop on a strong throw from Rojas. That's cut off by De La Cruz. Sanchez did not want to test the arm there of Rojas, who already has 2 outfield assists this year. And now you can't exhale yet, but you can breathe a little easier. Leverett inherited bases loaded, no outs. Now 1 out for Donovan Casey.
But it changes everything in terms of the dynamic of the infield now. Instead of having the infield up, now the infield can play back and try to get a double play out of this instead. And a strong arm and the presence. Phils did everything right. They let Johan Rojas, was the stronger arm, the better outfielder, make the catch. And a strong throw by him to make sure nobody tags up.
First pitch to Casey. That's a fly ball hit towards shallow right. Whitley towards his left, under it. Sanchez, foot on the bag at third. Whitley makes the catch. This time, the runner will tag. Here's the throw to the plate on a hop. It's in time. Garrett Whitley, his first outfield assist of the season, sized it up perfectly and threw a one-hop strike to Max McDowell, who gets the tag down. No runs in the inning, no hits. Couple runners left. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. Our score, Harrisburg 3, Reading 1.
For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons are a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phil's, two great hometown partners.
Another exciting end of the inning as Garrett Whitley with a throw out at home plate to leave the bases full of Senators. Now we go to the bottom of the fifth, 3-1 Harrisburg, inning brought to you by Cornwall Manor, an active senior living not-for-profit community in scenic Cornwall, PA, just outside of Lebanon. First pitch from Troop, delivered to the leadoff man Madison Stokes, is taken for a ball. The count goes to 1-0. Here's the pitch. Stokes line drive towards short. Backhanded by Sanchez. From the hole at short. Short hop gets over the glove of Tostado. It'll ricochet off the facing of the Savage Auto Group dugout suite. And it will be ruled a base hit for Madison Stokes, though, and that'll bring Carlos De La Cruz up.
So good things are starting to turn the Phil's way. They're still down on the scoreboard, obviously 3-1. But going back to the end of that inning, lots of things to like about it. Obviously, we mentioned the play, allow Johan Rojas to make the catch. He's got the better arm, and you hold the runner. Then the good job by Whitley, a nice throw on a one-hop, great tag by Max McDowell. But don't forget about what started it all. Adam Leverett inherits bases loaded, nobody out, and got out of it in 2 pitches.
Carlos De La Cruz, the batter. First pitch outside for a ball, counts 1-0.
And I don't mean that he got it out on 2 pitches in the sense that 2 different pitches on the out. He got out of it on 2 pitches. He threw 2 pitches at total and got out of that jam in a bases loaded job. That's a great job by Leverett.
1-0. Swing and a miss from De La Cruz, 1-1. So it's the second time in 3 games where the Fightin' Phils had a situation where runners in scoring position, 0 outs, and they proceed to get 3 straight outs and neither run scores. Coons did it on Saturday at Somerset.
And to continue the
throw over back in time is Stokes.
The good things, as I said, are starting to go the Phil's way. That's also now with Stokes getting on base. That's 4 straight innings now in which they've had the leadoff man on. So again, they continue to get Troop on the ropes. Finally got 1 across in the last inning.
Here's the pitch. And tightened down low to De La Cruz. Count goes 2-1. You feel like in terms of the pendulum within the course of this game, the way last inning ended, you feel like it swings at the direction of the Fightin' Phils. But now it's up to them to capitalize offensively. 2-1. De La Cruz will do just that.
That's exactly what
that ball is long gone into the Seidel Auto Group deck in left field, and we are all tied up at 3 on De La Cruz's 9th home run of the season.
I was about to say that now all you need to do is do what Harrisburg has done and get one up in the jet streams and let the wind carry it out. Well, Carlos De La Cruz needed no jet streams on that one. That one hit off the scoreboard on the back of the Seidel Auto Group as Carlos De La Cruz now with his team leading 9th RBI, and under the bomb Another opportunity to wear the sombrero in the dugout now for Carlos De La Cruz on the home run.
I feel like Tony Romo right now. Just manifested that perfectly.
You're going to give me some of your money if you're Tony Romo right now.
I wish. Here's the first pitch to Rojas. He lines it foul, counts 1-0.
Johan had ideas of doing the exact same thing. That's the big cut. And he has pop in his bat. And now he needs to come back to being what Johan Rojas could do, which would be a line drive hitter and get on base.
Here's the pitch. Rojas, grounds it back towards the middle. The second baseman, Arruda, was over. Fields, it goes to first in time.
Yeah, he just jammed himself a little bit on that one. Didn't get much on it. Slow roller, and Johan will need to do a new bat when he gets up there the next time as well.
So Nick Podkul bats with 1 out in the 5th. Podkul 1 for 1 today. He's reached base twice. So like we said, the pendulum, it felt like the way that inning ended was swinging the Fightin' Phil's way. They had to capitalize, and De La Cruz did that. First pitch to Podkul is down low for a ball, counts 1-0.
And again, this has been building because they had Troop on the ropes. They just didn't get the big hit they needed. They were singling their way through it and getting some men on base in the last couple.
1-0, outside for a ball, 2-0.
But eventually the thunder happened, and again, you get one up in the air here in this ballpark, and the wind today is going to carry it out. De La Cruz let his own power do the talking.
I don't think wind was helping that one in any case. That one's flare towards left center. Left and in comes Rutherford, the left fielder, and almost collided with the center fielder. Who made the catch? It was Rutherford, the left fielder. It was him and Hassel almost collided.
Yeah,
I got it. Must not have been set out there.
Hassel ran a long way from center field. He's a very good defensive outfielder, is Robert Hassel, and he went a long way for that, but Rutherford didn't have to go that far for it, so he kind of figured it was his ball to catch, and Hassel was in a strong sprint to get there. Fortunately for them, they didn't collide.
First pitch to Matthew Kroon is low and away for a ball, 1-0. So to reset, it's a 3-3 ball game, bottom 5, 2 outs, bases are clear. Reading 2 runs in the inning, pitch to Kroon, down low for a ball, counts 2-0. They'll appeal to first. Jae-Young Kim will say no swing. Harrisburg had bases loaded, no outs. Adam Lever came in and got 3 straight outs. Here's a 2-0. Kroon grounds it sharply to short. Waiting back on it is Sanchez. He'll backhand it, throw it across. High throw off the glove of the first baseman Tostado. Hits off the facing the dugout suite. That's a throwing error on the shortstop Sanchez. His 5th error of the year. And that'll bring Max McDowell to the plate. But you remember, I'm not saying Sanchez would have made the play, but Stokes reached on, once again, an errant throw by the shortstop Sanchez. It was ruled a hit, but you don't know if that play is made, how close it is.
Yeah, so both the shortstop Sanchez and the third baseman Don have had some issues with their throwing arm so far in this one. Don had an error earlier that allowed Madison Stokes to move up. It was a ruled a base hit off the bat of Carlos De La Cruz, but because his throw got away from the first baseman Tostado as well, it allowed Stokes to move up.
So here's Max McDowell. He's reached base twice already. First pitch. In tight for a ball. Counts 1-0. Well, it was called a ball. Looking at our box up here, it was fully in the strike zone, so you'll take it if you're Max McDowell. Counts 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. Counts 1-1. Ball in a similar spot to the first one. So Kroon leads off first. He's 9 for 11 this year in the stolen base category. We'll see if they test the catcher, Brady Lindsley, with 2 outs in the inning. Here's the pitch. On the inside corner for a called strike 1-2 to McDowell.
Kroon was caught stealing his last time up because he got picked off of first base on a nice move by Troop. So Matthew.
They'll throw over again. They had him leaning, but
yeah, they did.
Kroon able to dive in. Also, there is action in the Harrisburg bullpen. Odalvi Javier, the right-hander, 26-year-old from the Dominican Republic, up and throwing. So
74 pitches now by Troop.
Could be Troop's last inning here. Here's the 1-2. McDowell takes a breaking pitch down low for a ball, 2-2.
Yeah, if you're Matthew Kroon right now, again, in this spot with two outs in the inning, this would be a good opportunity for him to steal a base. But Troop has been obviously very clever as far as the Fightins are concerned. They've already picked off 2 men, including Kroon. Probably best to just hope that Max McDowell can find one in a gap and you can score that one.
Here's the pitch. McDowell Fouls it softly towards third. Alpidrique will scoop it up.
But that would be the reason why you would certainly try to steal a bag in this situation to get yourself into scoring position. But a base hit would score you. But the Phils have run themselves into some trouble already in this inning, or in this game. So probably best suited now not to try to take advantage of Troop.
2-2. That's a line drive towards left. Going back is Rutherford, and it's gone. Shoots into the left field deck. Was hit on a rope. 103 off the bat. Just 354 feet down the line. And it's a 2-run shot for Max McDowell. That's his second home run of the season, and the Fightin' Phils are up 5-3.
Like I said, rather than trying to steal a base and get thrown out, let's hope that Max McDowell can get it done with his bat, and he responds. I said shoot one into gap, or, well, if you want to put one into seats, we'll take that as well. And the Fightin's now starting to play some long ball to try to match up with what the Senators have done.
So 4 runs in the inning, and both have come off similar sequences. Errant throw by Sanchez at short. Next batter hits a 2-run home run. First pitch to Cannon's fouled back, counts 1-0.
It's got to make Tyler Henson, the hitting coach for the Fightins, very happy because this team has patiently figured out Alex Troop. He had their number early on, and they have eventually kind of figured him out. They started to get men on base, and they timed him
takes
up.
for a ball 1-1. And third time through the lineup, too, as Cannon's a 7-hole hitter. So pretty much everyone's seen Troop at least twice, if not 3 times now. 1-1. Cannon takes upstairs for a ball, 2-1.
Yeah, his fastball's in the mid-90s, but it was off-speed pitch was what was really fooling Radek and had them off speed and off balance as a result.
Pitch. That's a line drive, but it's hit foul out of play on the left side.
And
Count stays 2-2.
And there you have it. Cam Cannon, he hit it foul, but he was all over that off-speed pitch from Troop as opposed to mistiming it and being way out in front of it. He was out in front of it, but he hit it hard and foul. It's a big difference between being fooled by it and just being out in front of it.
It's the kind of inning you've been waiting for from the Phils for a while. Here's the 2-2. Cannon reaches for an upstairs fastball, hits into the air. First base side, foul territory. Tostado will run out of room, the first baseman. We'll watch it land about 8 rows deep into the general admission seating.
I mean, this is a team that can just do this. I mean, the question has been whether or not they can out-hit some of the issues they've had in terms of their pitching and mostly out of their bullpen. First game against Somerset, they lost it 14-10.
2-2. Another line drive hit foul. 2-2. And the question becomes, now you got 4 innings left. Can the bullpen string together 4 more innings? They've done it. The last 2 games, they're up 2 now. 10 1/3 consecutive scoreless, much thanks to Adam Leverett's work in that last inning. But can they string through 4 more innings to try and get the win today? Here's the pitch. Cannon swinging a miss. He goes down on strikes. That will retire this side, but not before. Reading gets 4 runs. They do it on 3 hits and 2 home runs. There was an error. Nobody left on base. We'll go to the 6th. New ball game. 5-3 Fightins. Back after this on the Phils Radio Network.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients. from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Brand new ball game as we shift our attention to the top of the 6th inning. 5-3, Fightin' Phils have the lead as Adam Leverett returns to the mound. First pitch swung on a miss by Frankie Tostado. Leverett back out for a second inning of work, got 3 outs on just 2 pitches. Here's the pitch, swinging a softly hit ground ball towards second in the hole. Cannon late to react to it. Don't think he would have gotten over regardless, so it's a leadoff single on a ball that was not hit particularly hard.
And a little surprising that Cannon was shaded that far towards the second base bag with a left-hand hitter and Tostado up there, but he hit it right in the hole. Carlos De La Cruz has made a couple of nice plays to his right so far against Harrisburg in this game.
Batter now is Tyrone Harris III. First pitch to him is grounded softly foul. Count goes to 0-1.
So Leverett obviously did the great job, as we mentioned, comes in and the bases loaded, nobody out jam, gets out of it in 2 pitches. And now his job is to shut down Harrisburg here. Make sure that the Senators don't come back now after the Fightins did their job and gave them a lead.
Here's the pitch. That one is hit foul. Count goes 0-2. Harris 0 for 2 so far today. Double play and a ground out to third. Runner on first leads off in Tostado. He'll throw over and he dives back in safely. Good amount of stretching going on in the Fightin' Phils bullpen, but
yeah, no throwing yet. Just
no
a lot
throwing.
Of exercising. A little morning aerobics down.
Well, it's mid-afternoon. It's early afternoon, 12:40 in the afternoon. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. First strikeout for Adam Leverett gets Harris down, 0 for 3 today. That'll bring Jack Dunn. He homered his last time up. 1 out, top 6. Men on first. The 5-3 Fightin' Phils lead. Dunn reached base twice. Leverett set at the letters, kicks and deals. Below the knees for a ball, counts 1-0.
Again, Odalvi Javier continues to throw in the Senators bullpen. We assume that we will see him in the top half of the bottom half of the 6th inning.
1-0 the count to Dunn. Leverett deals. That bounces away from the catcher McDowell. Shoots up in the air in front of the protective netting, and it'll hit back on the ground. So that's 1 base for Tostado. That's a wild pitch on Adam Leverett. So puts a man in scoring position with 1 out. But if Adam Leverett's shown us anything in his last inning, that runners in scoring position, less than 2 outs, don't matter to him. Side of the infield, straight up against Dunn. Right side shaded over towards the second base bag. De La Cruz way off the bag at first. Leverett 2-0. Gets it over for a called strike. 2-1 on an off-speed pitch. Outfield plays Dunn to go the other way. Rojas shaded towards right center. Left-fielder Tatum straight away, so a big gap in left center field to the righty Dunn. Leverett gets his sign, set at the letters. Here's the pitch. So going to ground ball towards short. It'll hold the runner. Pump fake towards second from Stokes. Then he goes to first on the run. And he is retired, Dunn is. That'll bring Lindsley to the plate. Look at that quarterback. Little shoulder fake to the screen and then throws the seam route up the middle for a nice completion.
Yeah, it looked like it was his second option, but he made the right play. And obviously you keep the runner close at second base. Maybe not so much with the pump fake, only because he threw it off balance to first, but ultimately made the throw. But Madison Stokes has been playing a lot of shortstop ever since Pedro Martinez got injured. Madison Stokes has pretty much the everyday shortstop for Al Padrica.
First pitch, big swing and a miss. Got him way in front of an off-speed pitch. 0-1 to Brady Lindsley, who's 0 for 2 tonight. A fly out and a ground out. Got 2 outs, top 6. Leverett looks to escape the inning. Our Phil's bullpen remains silent. This pitch number 12 is down low for a ball. So Leverett can get Lindsley at, say, 15, 16 pitches. Have to think he comes back out for the 7th because he's kept his pitch count so far down. Much help to the 2 pitches it took him to get out of the last inning. He'll step off, and no one covering the bag as Tostado will Yo-yo back to the bag.
Yeah, the stretching class in the bullpen for the Fightins has stopped. They've all sat back down now.
Leverett gets a sign he likes, takes a deep breath. 1-1. Down below the knees for a ball, 2-1. Lindsley reaches, Jose Sanchez awaits on deck.
In the meantime, Javier has thrown an outing just in the bullpen. He's been warming up now for an inning and a half.
I have to think he's going to get the bottom of the 6. Leverett down on the count, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. He has had hitters way in front of that off-speed pitch. Last one clocked at 84. Good amount of vertical break, too. And time is called by the hitter, Brady Lindsley.
Yeah, I'd be very curious to have a conversation with Adam Leverett in terms of what changed for him since that start he had against New Hampshire. Again, he has been so good over the course of his last 2, and now this his 3rd outing.
2-2 the count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's a line drive right off the netting behind home plate. So the count stays 2-2 on that foul ball.
In addition to just being effective, going into today's game, again, he had in the last 2 outings 4 2/3 innings, but he's had 10 strikeouts in that series.
Leverett rests his glove hand on his left hip as he peers in for a sign. He gets it and comes set at the letters. Pitch clock down to 2. Here's the pitch. That one's a line drive, shot foul. And the count will stay 2-2. Right side of the infield, straight up. Shortstop Stokes is shaded towards the second base bag. Kroon deep in the hole at 3rd. 3 steps in a dive off the line. Leverett set at the letters. Here's the 2-2. Line drive, broken bat, shallow left. Back goes Stokes, and he's got it, and that will retire the side. No runs in the inning for Harrisburg on a hit. There were no errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 5-3 Fightin's on the Phillies Radio Network.
The Reading Fightin Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to the ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Golden Oaks Golf Club, PA Army National Guard, Culligan Water, Aspen Home Improvements, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $56 when purchased in advance. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at all Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin Phil's game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next Phil's game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Bottom of the 6th inning, our score, Reading 5, Harrisburg 3. Also a new arm on the mound this inning for Harrisburg. As we said, he was thrown for a while, Odolvi Javier. And he'll face 8-9-1 of the Fightin Phil's lineup. First pitch to McCarthy Tatum in there for a called strike, 0-1.
Javier making just his 3rd appearance for the Senators. 3 1/3 innings. Has 4 strikeouts and 3 walks to this point.
Pitch to Tatum, swinging a miss, 0-2. Close the line on Alex Troop, 5 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. He threw 86 pitches and 53 of them were for strikes. Next pitch to Tatum outside for a ball, 1-2.
I think Adam Baker now begins to throw in the Phil's bullpen.
Here's the pitch. Tatum checked the swing on an outside breaking pitch. So appeal at first for Jae Young Kim, says no swing. Javier, 26-year-old, signed as a free agent this past offseason, where the end of the season actually with Rochester, but after struggling there, sent down to AA Harrisburg. Here's the pitch. At the knees, called strike 3 to Tatum, so he's out for the first time today. That'll bring Garrett Whitley up to the plate. Tatum and Whitley exchange a couple of words as one walks back to the dugout and the other towards the batter's box, presumably Tatum giving Whitley some pointers on how the ball is coming out of Javier's hand. Javier, a righty after the Fightin' Phils saw the lefty troop to start. We'll see if Al Padrique goes to any of his lefty bench bats. First pitch to Whitley and there for a called strike 0-1.
Jake mentioned it. Javier has been kind of up and down between Rochester and Harrisburg throughout this season. Originally signed by the Atlanta Braves.
That pitch fouled off the foot of Whitley, 0-2.
He is 26 years old, born in Puerto Plata in Dominican Republic. In April, started the season in Rochester, then dropped back down to Harrisburg, back up to Rochester on May 14th, and 6 days later sent back down to Harrisburg.
0-2 to Whitley. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-2. Whitley, previously in the Braves system, was strong last year, a 2.56 ERA. Split the year between AA Mississippi and AAA the Gwinnett Shripers. 3-2 on the outside corner, called strike 3. So back-to-back, backwards Ks for Odalvi Javier. That'll swing things back up top to Madison Stokes with 2 outs in the 6th.
In his time with Rochester, he pitched in 12 2/3 innings with the Red Wings and struck out 12, but struck out 8, but walked 8 as well.
First pitch to Stokes, swing and a miss, 0-1. Stokes is 1 for 3 today. Hit into an infield single and scored on the De La Cruz home run last inning. 0-1, that's a line drive. It'll go foul towards the Senators bullpen on the left side. Quickly ahead again is Javier, 0-2.
Good adjustment by Madison Stokes. He looked really fooled on the first pitch, was a breaking ball at 86 miles per hour. And Javier comes back with a fastball, but just a very quick swing from Madison Stokes to make that adjustment from 86 miles an hour to 96, but he was just out in front of it and hooked it foul.
Here's the 0-2. Outside for a ball, 1-2. It's been a heavy dose of off speed from Odalvi Javier. Javier, who began his professional career way back in 2018. Here's the pitch. And Stokes just fights it off foul. Count stays 1-2. Stokes is the reach. De La Cruz awaits on deck. Just mentioned what he did last time. He smoked a home run. Well off the scoreboard on the Seidel Auto Group deck in left field. Javier gets a sign he likes. 1-2, the pitch to Stokes. Tries to go fastball. That one at 95. And it hit off the glove of the catcher Lindsley and shoots off the backstop. Counts 2-2. No pass ball or wild pitch. Bases are empty. Javier kicks and deals. That's a line drive, hit foul, left field line. Count stays 2-2, but an excellent fight from Madison Stokes. Andrew Baker continues to toss in the Fightin's bullpen, so it looks like he may get the top of the 7th after an impressive day from Adam Leverett. Here's the 2-2. That one fought off foul. Count stays 2-2. Bottom 6, 5-3, Fightin' Phil's lead. Reading 5 runs on 8 hits. No errors. Harrisburg 3 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. Here's the pitch again. That's down low, 3-2. Well, when you look at a leadoff man in the lineup, these are the type of at-bats you envision. And Madison Stokes with 2 outs, certainly given a quality at-bat. The righty slightly open stance, choked up on the bat. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a foul ball. Shoots off the backstop again, and Stokes continues the battle.
Yeah, you've got to assume that Javier is probably only going to throw this one inning. But what you're allowing everybody else to do is kind of see what he throws and the velocities throwing at and everything else, and everybody can kind of get a little bit of an idea of what to expect when they get up there.
10th pitch of the at-bat. Down low, ball 4. Stokes wins the battle. So after back-to-back strikeouts to the first 2 hitters Javier faces, Stokes battles back from 1-2, works a walk, and that brings Carlos De La Cruz to the plate.
So now to that point, let's see if Carlos De La Cruz, while his time was spent in the on-deck circle, whether or not he was able to pick anything up, learn anything from all those pitches that Madison Stokes saw while he was at the plate.
De La Cruz settles in. 2 hits today, including a home run. First pitch in tight for a ball, 1-0. Went fastball there. Has started a lot of at-bats with the breaking pitch. So switches it up against the big De La Cruz. Here's the 1-0. Down low, ball 2, 2-0.
But if you're going to challenge Carlos De La Cruz with a fastball, it better be a good fastball and have some movement on it, because he can turn on a fastball with anybody. It's the off-speed pitch as Carlos continues his development, as we talked about at first base, but also as a hitter and making adjustments to off-speed pitch. That's going to be the difference in his advancement in his career.
2-0. Big swing and a miss, 2-1. Went back to the fastball at 93.
I think Carlos was expecting something off speed there and was well behind a fastball.
2-1 count to Carlos De La Cruz. Javier throws over towards first. Back in with the head first dive is Stokes at first. De La Cruz up to 276 on the season. Hit his 9th home run of the season in his last at-bat. Sits 1 shy of double figures. The pitch. 1 away, ball 3, 3-1. Rojas awaits on deck. He's 0 for 3. Wouldn't shock me if this next pitch is not anywhere remotely close to the strike zone here. But we'll see if Javier challenges De La Cruz. 3-1, 2 outs. The pitch. He does challenge him, and he jacks one in the air deep towards center. Going back is Hassel at the warning track at the wall, and he makes the catch. De La Cruz gave it a charge. 105 off the bat, 380 feet. Robert Hassel is there to make the catch and retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. 2/3 of the way home. We'll go to the 7th. 5-3 Fightin on the Our Phil's Radio Network.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job. Everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us. We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Be the first to know everything about your Red and Fightin' Phils by signing up for the Baseball Town Insider email newsletter. Once you become a Baseball Town Insider, you will receive breaking news about Fightin's promotions, including giveaways and guest appearances, special events.
Top 7, 5-3 Fightin. Our Phils make a Golden Wolves call to the bullpen, and Bob McCool will tell you all about it.
Andrew Baker, the new man on the mound for the Fightins, as the Phils with a 5-3 lead. And the Senators will bring 9-1 and 2 up in their order. That's Jose Sanchez, who's been on base twice in this one. He's a solo home run in the 3rd to give the game's first run scored. All 3 of the Senators' runs have come by way of solo home runs. He also walked in the 5th. As Andrew Baker's 1-0 pitch is a breaking ball that's outside, ball 2. Baker making his 13th appearance for the Fightins. 0-1 with a 7.11 earned run average, 12 2/3 innings pitched. As Sanchez swings the 2-0 pitch and fouls out of play. Baker in his 12 2/3 innings pitched has struck out 17. He's walked 7. Andrew, one of the top prospects in the Philadelphia Phillies organization, with a fastball that can zero in close to 100 miles an hour and an outstanding curveball. 2-1 pitch is ripped hard and foul on the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Walks have given Baker some trouble, and the home run ball has been a problem for Baker as well. He has surrendered 3 home runs in his 12 appearances to date. 2 balls and a strike now to Sanchez. And this time he comes with a breaking ball, and Sanchez is able to hold up and not come through. An outstanding effort today by Adam Leverett. His line is complete, an inning and 2/3, a hit, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. Came into a bases-loaded no-out jam and got out of it on 2 pitches. 2-2 pitch. 3-1 pitch is fouled out of play. Now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to Sanchez. A fly ball to center field for the first out in that bases-loaded jam, and then a fly ball to Garrett Whitley, and Whitley threw out the runner at home plate to end the inning and keep it at the time a 3-1 game. And then the Phils with some long ball of their own. A 2-run home run by Carlos De La Cruz and a 2-run home run by Max McDowell in the 5th to take a 5-3 lead. And now Baker walks Sanchez. So again, the 9-hole hitter for the Senators on base for the 3rd time. And all 3 times he has done so, he has led off an inning. I'll bring up the top of the order in Robert Hassel. Hassel's been on base twice, singled and walked in 3 plate appearances. First pitch in, swings and fouls off the 99-mile-an-hour fastball out of play. Baker, 6'1", 190-pounder, 23 years of age, number 17 prospect in the Phillies organization. He is on the Phil's 40-man roster. Originally from Montgomery, Alabama. 0-1 pitch. Hassel beats it foul, and Baker gets ahead of Robert Hassel. No balls and 2 strikes. Decent lead for Sanchez off of first. Baker comes with the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to Cannon. Cannot make the play cleanly. Cam Cannon had it in his glove as he turned and spun to make the throw to Madison Stokes. He lost the handle on it. That's going to be an error on Cam Cannon. And now the Senators have 2 on and nobody out here in the 7th inning.
Yeah, Cannon had it in his glove for a second, and then started to try to spin his body to turn 2, and that's where it popped out. I mean, the ball was right foot off the bat, 101. Goes down as an E4, but still a hard hit ball by Hassel.
That'll bring up JT Aruda. He's 0 for 2 on today. Did walk, squares the bunt again. He tried to do that last time, and ultimately a pass ball allowed the runners to move up. They say he pulled the bat back on the 86-mile-an-hour curveball, and so it's ball 1. Fightins have mastered 3 double plays in this game, 3 very different double plays. Only one of them has been an actual ground ball double play, and he could use one here, but again, they show bunt. This one is over for a called strike. In a ground ball double play, a line drive double play, and as I mentioned, the fly ball and thrown out at home double play to end a rally for the Senators back in the 5th inning. Pitch again bounces up there and it gets away from McDowell, and so again, rather than the bunt, a wild pitch will allow 2 runners to move up. Been a frustrating day for Max McDowell behind the plate. That's a wild pitch. But if you have any chance to be around Max McDowell, he would tell you he should stop that. It got underneath him and gets away from him, and now both runners move up with nobody out. 2 balls and a strike now to Aruda. And the curveball is a beauty. It locks him up at 2-2. Fightins will play the infield back and concede a run with a 2-run lead here. This one a chopper towards De La Cruz. Carlos will make the play by himself, and they will indeed concede the run as Sanchez comes across with another run for the Senators, makes it a 5-4 game.
That's fine. You take the out for the run. Now you pull the infield up. because this is where now you want to get that stop if you're the Fightin' Phils. Also action, Max Coons up and throwing in the Reading bullpen.
Throw for the Fightin', so the walk and the error allows a run to score. Now Hassel's a runner at third base with one out, and Blake Rutherford is the batter. Rutherford walked, solo home run in the third, and a fly out to center field in his 3 plate appearances. And the first pitch from Baker is the curveball that misses for a ball. Jake said infield up to try to cut off that tying run. It's a big swing and a miss as he goes back to back with the curveball, and Rutherford, fooled badly, is now in a 1-1 count.
That run scored the first run allowed in 11 1/3 innings from the Fightin's bullpen. Like we said, scoreless outings as a group Saturday, Sunday, and started with 2 1/3 scoreless today.
1 ball, 1 strike. Baker comes inside, this time with the fastball, and it's 2-1. A strikeout would be huge for Andrew Baker here, and he certainly has the stuff to do that. That's why he is so highly regarded by the Phillies organization, because he does have some really good mix of fastball and curveball, but throwing it consistently for strikes has been a problem as he misses again with the curveball. Now it's 3-1. You do have a base open here. Rutherford, one of the top hitters in the lineup at the plate. 3 balls and a strike. This one tapped back and through the middle and into center field for a base hit, and the game is tied at 5-5.
Got a fastball at 97 way up in the zone, and Rutherford just brings his hands right to it and flicks it in the center field for a base hit. Infield up, infield back, probably a hit either way. Ball was just hit in a perfect spot, but all right, new ball game, it's tied. If you're Baker here, pressure's off a little bit here. Now he just got a man on first. Here comes Brad Bergeson to talk to Baker, but he's got to focus on getting it out here, try and getting a ground ball.
I would think that's what this is. This is a mental visit as much as anything to just try to get Andrew Baker refocused. As Donovan Casey now will bat. Again, tie ball game now. But the leadoff walk sets the stage for the Senators to put together a run. And then again, the ground ball that may or may not have been a double play. Either way, should have been an out. So a walk and an error sets up an inning for the Senators. And Rutherford with the base hit, his second RBI of the game, and now 17 RBIs on the season for Blake Rutherford. He's a base runner now with 1 out here in the top half of the 7th inning in a 5-5 game. Casey 0 for 3 on the day. And hitting at just 167 when the game began. Max Coons appears to be loose in the Phil's bullpen. Weak swing there at the curveball by Casey, and it's no balls and a strike to Donovan Casey. And gets the curveball over again, no balls and 2 strikes. So that's 2 hitters in a row. He started with back-to-back curveballs. Come with a fastball here to try to blow him away. Donovan Casey awaits. Tries to get him to go again with the curveball to try to get him to chase, and Casey lays off, and it's 1-2.
Not a bad idea. Tried to get a curveball that looked like it was out over the plate and then drifted away, trying to get a swing and a miss.
One-two pitch. Back through the middle again, and this one is into center field for a base hit. Cam Cannon with a full layout, but he could not catch up to it. And so another hit for the Senators, the second in a row, and that's going to do it for Andrew Baker as Al Padrique now will make the walk to the mound, and it will be a pitching change. Now Vernon University Golden Wolves called to the bullpen when we come back to FirstEnergy Stadium. Senators have it going here in the 7th inning in a 5-5 tie.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz-Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz-Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phillies. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksareus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phillies.
There's a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience filled with family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 21st through the 24th for the induction of Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland as the class of 2023. Visit baseballhall.org today for the entire schedule. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
So it's Max Kuhn's job now to try to get out of any further damage. The Senators have put a couple of runs across here in the 7th. They've got 2 on and only 1 out. And on comes Max Kuhn's from the Fightin's bullpen.
14th appearance of the year for Max Kuhn's, but focused mostly on his last 2 outings, both at Somerset. 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts, including at second and third no outs on Saturday at Somerset, and proceeded to strike out 3 straight batters. Our Phil's looking for a similar outing in this 7th inning from Kuhn's.
28-year-old right-handed pitcher will face Frankie Tostado, and the first pitch from Kuhn's, a 97-mile-an-hour fastball that's up high for a ball. Max has got himself into some trouble with walks, but as Jake said, he's also bailed himself out with some strikeouts with his fastball, and misses again with another fastball, and it's 2-0 to Tostado, who is 1 for 2 today, walked and singled, also fouled out in his 3 plate appearances. 2-0 to him. Way inside, ball 3. So this game has been a personification of what Reading and their bullpen has been. Depending on which call to the bullpen is made, it's been either good or bad. Now Padrique trying to figure out some kind of a combination with 2 on and 1 out, and Kuhn's misses on 4 straight. That'll be the 2nd walk in the inning. Obviously the first by Kuhn's as the first batter he faces walks, and now the bases are loaded and still only 1 out.
Well, here's the big spot, very similar to like we saw from Kuhn's on Saturday. Bases juiced, 1 out. Has to find a way to dig deep. Our Phil's obviously will play the infield back to turn 2. De La Cruz up in the grass at first against the righty, but the goal here is to turn 2 and get out of this inning.
Harris 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch is way outside, and that's been the pitch that Kuhn's has really struggled with. When he's missed way outside. Really not even competitive pitches. It's an easy pitch to lay off, and now he's obviously missed on 5 straight since coming in. See if Harris isn't going to stand there and take a pitch before he starts to swing. And there it is. 95 miles an hour fastball is there, so now Harris will be up there hacking. Harris did ground into one of the double plays turned by the Phils in this game. Kuhn's 1-1 pitch. Lifted foul and drifting out of play. So he gets ahead of Harris here, 1-2. And Max was originally drafted by the New York Mets. Was released by the Mets in 2019. Had Tommy John surgery. Thought his career might be over with, but eventually was able to regain something on the fastball. Now he's up in the mid-90s. This one just slapped in the left field. It's going to be in for a base hit. 1 run will score. They'll hold everybody up, but the Senators are back up on top on an RBI single by Tyrone Harris. It's now 6-5 Harrisburg.
Run charged the line of Andrew Baker, but yeah, it's a serve shot. Not hard off the bat, 86. Harris kind of just flicked the hands right at it and floated it in a perfect spot in the left field. Sometimes it's not about how hard you hit it, but where you hit it, and that was the case there for Tyrone Harris. And still plenty of threat left for the Senators, so Fightin' Phils have to try and escape this inning and keep it a 1-run game.
4th RBI of the year for Harris. And Now it is Jack Dunn who will bat. Dunn with a solo home run in his 3 plate appearances, also walked, so officially 1 for 2 in the first pitch from Coons. And 96 in the radar gun, but he misses high and wide. Now more activity in the Phil's bullpen. 1-0 pitch, fouled out of play. So it started this inning with a walk and an error, and that kind of opened up the floodgates. Single and an RBI for Blake Rutherford. Now a single and an RBI for Tyrone Harris. Senators have retaken the lead with a 3 spot at 6-5. Bases loaded and still only 1 out. Coons 1-1 pitch. There for a called strike 2. Dunn not happy about it. He'll do a little pirouette in the batter's box. Like Matt Seelinger now throwing in the Phil's bullpen. Just beginning to get loose. 1-2 pitch. Lifted into center field. Johan Rojas will drift back. He'll make the catch. The runner at third base, Donovan Casey, will tag. He will score. And the Senators add another. It's now 7-5, Harrisburg on top.
That last run will close the line on Baker. 5 runs surrendered in just a third of an inning. 4 earned as Hassel reached on an error and then scored. And now it's Lindsley up, who is now the 9th man to come to the plate this inning for Harrisburg.
Lindsley 0 for 3 on the day. The runner at second base, Frankie Tostado, also tug up and move to third. So Harris stays at first. 2 on, 2 out now. Coons trying to work out of any further damage. First pitch to Lindsley is inside for a ball. Brady Lindsley 0 for 3 on the day. One 1-0 pitch right there for a called strike. Harris dancing his way off at first. Coons ignores him, comes to the plate, but misses with the pitch. It's 2-1. Three hits in the innings for the Senators, a couple of walks and an error, and it's combined to put 4 across for Harrisburg. Change what was a 5-3 Reading lead to a 7-5 Phil's deficit. 2-1 pitch again is way inside, and now it's 3-1. Jake said this is the 9th man to come to the plate for the Senators here in this 7th inning. The 3-1 pitch. Again, way inside, ball 4. That will load him. Second walk surrendered by Coons since coming in. Moves Harris to second base. And the man that got this inning started with the base on balls is Jose Sanchez. Phils have not retired him yet today. Home run and 2 walks.
It's the 4th time this year an opponent has batted around in an inning against the Fightin' Phils. Happened last week at Somerset. A week ago today, Tuesday.
The first pitch from Coons, breaking balls over for a called strike. This one tapped left side. Matthew Kroon will make the throw across the diamond, and that'll do it. But the Senators do their damage. 4 runs. They did it on 3 hits. They leave them loaded, but they flip the script in the 7th. 7th inning stretch time at FirstEnergy Stadium. It's now Harrisburg 7, Reading 5.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania. where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks Retail Store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
There's a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience filled with family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 21st through the 24th for the induction of Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland as the class of 2023. Visit baseballhall.org today for the entire schedule. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legendary.
Everett University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen will bring in Jack Sinclair now into the game for the Senators, as the Fightins will send up Johan Rojas, Nick Podkul, and Matthew Kroon. Our bottom of the 7th inning presented to you by Swartz Culleton PC. Expect reliable and experienced attorneys who are committed to getting you justice after a serious personal injury. 7-5 game now with the Phils needing to try to come from behind for a second time. And facing right-handed pitcher Jack Sinclair in to pitch for the Senators. And a 1-0 pitch is way outside. It's 2-0 now to Johan Rojas, who has yet to join the offensive party for the Phils so far today. He's 0 for 3. The 2-0 pitch is not there again. It's 3-0. So Davi Javier goes 1 inning. Walked 1, struck out 2. Did not surrender a Phils hit. Sinclair misses on 4 straight. Now the Phils will try to flip the script back into their side, just like Harrisburg was able to do in that last inning, turning a leadoff walk into a 4-run spot. That'll bring up Nick Podkul.
Well, you got the guys to do it. Podkul, Kroon, and McDowell, 3 guys swinging good bats right now. You're only down 2. You got 9 outs to work with. Still a lot of baseball left to play.
So Johan Rojas, who leads the team in stolen bases with 13, will take his lead off of first. And the first pitch to Nick Podkul is over for a called strike 1. Podkul 1 for 2 today. Walked, doubled, and scored, and flew out to left field in his 3 plate appearances. Good size lead for Rojas off of first, and that'll draw a pickoff attempt from Sinclair. A right-handed pitcher, 6'4", 170, just 24 years of age. Played his college baseball at Central Florida. Called up to Harrisburg from Wilmington on May 18th. Comes to the pitch to Podkul. Podkul checks his swing, but it's over for a called strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. No balls and 2 strikes now to Podkul. Matthew Kroon in the on-deck circle for the Fightins. Down 7-5 here in the 7th. Just a defensive swing there by Podkul on the breaking ball. Keeps himself alive at 0-2.
Good fight there by Podkul, who is clearly seeing the ball very well right now. On his recent hot streak, including a double today.
Sinclair from the stretch. Way outside. Brady Lindsley sliding across on his knees to make the catch. Make sure that Rojas cannot advance. Again, Johan with a very good size lead off of first. This one's way up high. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Podkul. Matthew Kroon in the on-deck circle. Lots of kids in the attendance. They begin to chant, "Let's go hot dogs." And they got Johan Rojas picked off. Rojas now in a rundown will get tagged out as the Fightins get picked off for the 3rd time in this game.
Yes, down 2 late in the game. Don't want to be running yourself off the base paths.
Just can't do it. You just cannot make those kind of mistakes when you're down by 2 runs. Your job is to be on base. Now you can't get picked off in that spot. Podkul now bats. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Now all of a sudden 2 on and nobody on and 2 outs.
Yeah, a matter of a pitch and a throw over there, the entire inning gets turned on its head. It's been the course of this game today is just that Every couple of innings, there's a sequence of events that just completely shift the pendulum of momentum one way to the other.
That'll bring up Matthew Kroon. Kroon safe on an error his last time up, came around to score. That was part of that 4-run inning for the Phils in the 5th. Changed what was at that time a 3-1 game to a 5-3 Phils advantage. It's now a 7-5 deficit. A 1 pitch to Kroon is up high, ball 1. Matthew, batting average dipping below 300 with his 0 for 2 so far today. Also safe on a fielder's choice and struck out in his 3 plate appearances. 0 for 3 on the day. This one a check swing, he did not commit. It's 2 balls and a strike to Kroon. Swinging and a miss, strike 2. He cannot time up on the 93-mile-an-hour fastball from Sinclair. Sinclair, a 16th round draft pick of the Washington Nationals out of Central Florida in the 2021 draft. Really just his 2nd full season of professional baseball. 2-2 pitch, way up high, a little chin music to get Kroon out of the way. Sinclair last year, 18 appearances out of the bullpen at Single A Fredericksburg, and then the call up to Wilmington at High A, and made 20 more appearances in Wilmington. This one fouled straight back by Kroon. Big cut, gets a piece of it, counts, remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. So combined 53 innings of work last year for Sinclair. And he struck out 61 batters in that time. 3-2 pitch, back through the middle, slow roller. Arruda makes the throw in time. Great play by J.T. Arruda, ranging far behind the bag at second base and gets the speedy Matthew Kroon. And so the Phils end up going 1-2-3 in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left. 7 complete. The score remains Harrisburg 7, Reading 5.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz-Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz-Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you're a youngster or an adult, there's no better birthday than a Fightin' Phil's birthday. The Fightin' Fan birthday package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $130. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania, located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown and Sinking Spring. Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information. Max Coons back out there for the Phils here in this 8th inning. Trying to keep it at a 2-run game right now. 7-5 Harrisburg on top. Alongside Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool, bringing you Reading Fightin' Phils baseball on the Reading Fightin' Phils radio network, and you can watch as well on Bally Live and MILB TV. Great crowd on hand on a sun-splashed afternoon here in Reading. Started the game at 11 a.m. Tons of kids on hand, 70-plus buses of fans bringing kids from schools throughout southeastern and central Pennsylvania. As the Phils trail 7-5 at the top of the order, and Robert Hassel leading off for the Senators here in the 8th. Hassel on base 3 times today, once by way of a single, once by way of a walk, and a crucial error for the Phils back in that 4-run 7th inning. And he's quickly behind Max Coons, no balls and 2 strikes. And this one fouled straight back. Robert Hassel, again, if you did not hear it earlier, a big piece of the puzzle for the Washington Nationals in their future. He's their number 2 prospect, one of 5 players acquired by the Nationals in the trade for Juan Soto last season. Soto going from the Nationals to the San Diego Padres. Hassel drafted by the Padres as a number 1 overall pick in 2020. Just 21 years of age, now in a 1 ball and 2 strikes count facing Coons. 1-2 pitch, checks and holds up, it's 2-2. Hassel last year began the season at High A Fort Wayne in the Padres organization. At the time of the trade, he was hitting .299 with 10 home runs. Has not shown any power since that trade. This one tapped towards the right side. That's a big hop and over Carlos De La Cruz. Hassel quickly around first, and he will roll into second base. That's going to be a double for Hassel on the bad hop. It has to take a bad hop to get over Carlos De La Cruz at 6'8", and it did just that. And so Hassel is on base with his second hit on the double. And again, the Senators with a leadoff man on base. And that'll bring up JT Arruda. Arruda 0 for 3 on the day. Did walk back in the 5th inning. First pitch to him is way outside. Arruda hitting at just 205 as the season began. Showed bunt a couple of times, never ended up getting a bunt down. Was able to move up the runners by way of a pass ball and a wild pitch. And this one's again way inside for Coons, and it's 2-0. Matt Seelinger again continues to throw in the Phil's bullpen. Coons has now thrown 27 pitches since coming in the last inning. Checks his swing, but it's over for a called strike. Andrew Baker started that last inning and ran into trouble. Was only able to retire 1 out. Coons came into a bases-loaded mess, gave up a single to Tyrone Harris. And a sacrifice fly gave the Senators their 4th run, and then eventually got out of any further damage. Now he gets the second strike to Arruda on the fastball, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Max playing independent baseball the last couple of seasons in Iowa. Comes with the breaking ball there. They appealed down to the third base umpire who says no, he did not go around. Pete Talkington calling the balls and strikes today. Jae Young Kim is at first base. Paul Romer, who signaled that there was not a swing on the third base side for our umpiring crew for this series. JT Arruda now in a 3 balls and 2 strikes count. And it's over for a called strike 3. Arruda took it, but he knew it. He started headed to the dugout right away before Talkington could even ring him up. That'll be the first strikeout for Coons since coming in. It's 1 out now here in the 8th. And they'll bring up Blake Rutherford. Rutherford's been on base 3 times today. He's got a couple RBIs, a solo home run, and an RBI single in that 4-run 7th inning. Coons takes a long look, comes with a pitch. Big swing, no contact from Rutherford. So Rutherford now with 17 RBIs on the season. That's second best for the Senators. Behind the 5-hole hitter today, Frankie Tostado's team high of 18. 0-1 pitch, slapped into left field. It's going to be another hit for Rutherford. A late jump, but they're going to wave him around, and the relay will be cut off. And the Senators put another run on the board as Hassel comes around with run number 8 for Harrisburg. 8-5 now, the Senators on top, and it'll be another RBI, the 3rd of the day for Blake Rutherford. Just went the other way with the pitch and lined it in left field, and that's going to bring Al Padrique out of the Fightin's bullpen. And we will get another call to the bullpen. We've had several of them today, and the Fightins will make another pitching change. It'll bring in Matt Seelinger. So another call, Alvernia University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen will bring on Matt Seelinger now. He'll become the 6th pitcher of the day for the Fightins. Max Coons only is able to retire an out in this inning. He goes officially 1 full inning. Gives up 3 hits in the process. Runner at first will be charged to Coons as well, depending on how far he is able to advance. Strikeout and a couple of walks for Coons in his inning of work. And so on comes Matt Seelinger, a recent addition for the Phils. He was in extended spring training and now making his 6th appearance since being activated by Reading. That happened in the last series against New Hampshire that Seelinger became activated. And so far, 1-0. He's not surrendered an earned run as of yet. 7 innings of work. He has struck out 6. He's walked 5. Matt Seelinger now inherits a man on first base and 1 out here in the 8th. And it will bring up cleanup hitter Donovan Casey. Casey 1 for 4 on the day, singled and scored a run in that 7th inning. No activity as of right now in the Senators bullpen. Jack Sinclair pitched the 7th inning. Big swing, no contact from Casey. This one lifted and slicing into the stands for a foul ball. So Seelinger quickly gets ahead of Donovan Casey. No balls and 2 strikes. Phils and Senators back at it tomorrow night. 6:45 will be our game time. Tompkins Plaza will open up at 6 o'clock. Jake Starr and yours truly will be out on the plaza with our pregame show presented by Mike's Sandwich Shop. Al Padrique, the manager of the Fightins, is scheduled to be our guest. And I believe now we're going to get a balk called on Seelinger as Rutherford is moved up to second base. Didn't see what Seelinger did, but a balk called against Seelinger moves Rutherford into scoring position now with 1 out. No balls and 2 strikes to Donovan Casey. Pitch, checks his swing and holds up on a pitch outside. It's 1-2. Again, Phils and Senators tomorrow night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night here at the ballpark is fireworks. And then Sunday, the Philly Fanatic will be here to perform as well. 1-2 pitch, again outside, it's 2-2. Blake Rutherford, RBI single. Now moves up to second base with 1 down. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the hitter, Donovan Casey. Fouls this one out of play to stay alive. Casey, 27 years of age. He was traded with 3 others to the Nationals in the Max Scherzer and Trey Turner trade. Remember those guys as Washington Nationals? Part of the Washington Nationals World Series team, but traded in 2021. Casey, one of 4 players traded by the Dodgers. He was a 20th round draft pick of the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2017. That's also received catcher Kyber Ruiz and Josiah Gray. Both of those are on the Nationals team now in that trade from the Dodgers. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Donovan Casey, a strikeout victim. That's the 2nd out here in the 8th. First out recorded by Seelinger is a strikeout. That'll bring up Frankie Tostada. Tostada on base 3 times in this game, a single and a couple of walks. With a man on second base now and 2 outs. Seelinger's first pitch lifted straight up into right center field. Whitley and Rojas back, and it'll be Rojas who will call and make the catch, and that will do it for the Senators in the 8th. But again, more damage by Harrisburg. As they put another run across, they do it on 2 hits. They leave 1. We head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. It's now Harrisburg 8, Reading 5.
Baseball fans, introducing Bally Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Bally Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Baseball Town Charities is a nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball alive in Reading. Youngsters can benefit from the many life lessons the game can offer. Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities through the Baseball Dream League. Baseball Town Charities also supports inner-city baseball development through the Rip It for Life program, which provides growth both on and off the baseball field. For more information, please visit baseballtown.org.
Max McDowell will lead it off for the Fightins here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. It trailed 8-5. Jack Sinclair back out there to work a second inning for the Senators, and he's quickly thrown 2 pitches here. It's 1-1 to McDowell, who is 2 for 2 on the day. Max with a single, hit by a pitch, and a 2-run home run. That 2-run home run gave the Phils the lead at the time back in the 5th. His job is to try to get himself on base, and he'll rip this one foul and into the Penn State Health 67 club. Onto the picnic tables, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes to McDowell. Great crowd on hand again this afternoon. Game that started at 11 a.m. This one slapped into right field and falling fast, closing the gap and making the catch on his knees is Donovan Casey. Taking another base hit away from Max McDowell, and a nice sliding catch by the right fielder Donovan Casey for out number 1 here in the 8th. That'll bring up Cam Cannon. Cannon sporting an 0 for 3 as he steps to the plate. Cam 2 for 10 on the road trip to Somerset, which the Fightins went 3-3 against the Patriots. First pitch from Sinclair to Cannon is over for a called strike. So Jack Sinclair working his second inning of relief, gave up a walk to start the inning last inning to Johan Ross and then picked him off base. One of 3 Fightins who have been picked off in today's game. And that one's over for a called strike to Cam Cannon, who's now behind, no balls and 2 strikes. McCarthy Tatum in the on-deck circle for the Fightins. Cam Cannon originally signed by the Boston Red Sox in 2019, a second-round draft pick of the Red Sox. Waived by the Red Sox in September of 2022. Signed by the Phillies. Slaps it to the right side. JT Arruda, the second baseman, will make the play to first base in plenty of time. We're out number 2 here in the 8th. Arruda's been tested a number of times today, and he's made a couple of nice defensive plays. Now bring up McCarthy Tatum. McCarthy having a good afternoon at the plate again today. now a 6-game hitting streak as he's got 2 hits on the day, 2 for 3. Single and RBI double. And struck out in 3 plate appearances. Nobody out, 2 outs and nobody on for the Fightins here in the 8th, down 8-5. Broken bat, foul down the third baseline. Griff McGarry scheduled to start tomorrow for the Fightins. He will be taking on right-handed pitcher Michael Cuevas for the Senators. Pitch to McCarthy Tatum, just a bit inside. It's 2-1. Gary, the number 3 prospect in the Philadelphia Phillies organization, will get the ball tomorrow. His 3rd start since being activated by the Phils. This one lined into center field and another base hit for McCarthy Tatum. So McCarthy with his 3rd base hit of the day. He stays hot and keeps himself in the mix for an everyday spot for Al Padrique. Tough to take that bat out of the lineup right now. And that'll bring up Garrett Whitley. Whitley 0 for 2 on the day. A walk and struck out a couple of times. Did make a nice defensive play in the outfield, threw out a runner after making a catch in right field on a big double play that got the Phils out of a huge jam. Now trying to get it going with the bat. First pitch to him is over for a called strike. 0-1 pitch from Sinclair is also over for a called strike too. Whitley, the number 9 hole hitter, so that means Madison Stokes in the top of the order is in the on-deck circle if Whitley can reach. McCarthy Tatum takes his lead off of first with 2 outs here in the 8th. 8-5 Senators, up high for a ball. Senators bullpen is quiet. We'll assume that they'll have someone up to pitch the 9th. Phil's bullpen is quiet as well. Seelinger, no doubt, will have the 9th innings. It's a called strike 3, and that'll do it for the Phils in the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We've got 8 now complete here in Baseball Town. It remains an 8-5 game in favor of Harrisburg.
Baseball fans, introducing Valley Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Valley Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
Burke's Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives, working to encourage continuity of immunization.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any
focus on
Reading Fightin
educating
Phils
both the
game
community
ticket for
and the
only
providers.
$21.
For more information,
This selection
please visit
includes barbecue chicken and sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, cookies, and so much more. Baseball Town Charities is a non-profit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball at 610-370-BALL. Youngsters can benefit from the many life online at rphils.com. Or visit Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities through the Baseball Dream League.
Tyrone Harris will lead off for the Senators here in the 9th. And the first pitch from Seelinger is a ball. The second is a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Tyrone Harris, the third, was Trey Harris, but as said, he would like to go back to being his given name of Tyrone. He is 1 for 4 on the day. And the 1-1 pitch is low ball 2. Harris single and an RBI as part of that 4-run 7th inning for the Senators. They lead it 8-5 as they bat here in the top of the 9th. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. He cannot catch up with the off-speed pitch, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Harris. Harris at 3-11 as the day began. Now 1 for 4, as I said, with his 4th RBI of the season. Fouls this one back and out of play to stay alive. Joel Peguero is warming up in the Senators bullpen. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Harris cannot catch up with the 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Seelinger. That'll be the 2nd strikeout for Seelinger. Actually, the 3rd strikeout for Seelinger since coming in. And 1 out here in the 9th. That'll bring up Jack Dunn. Dunn with a couple of RBIs on the day for the Senators. A solo home run in the 4th, a sacrifice fly in the 7th. So he's officially 1 for 2. He also walked in 4 plate appearances. Dunn, the graduate of Northwestern University. Began this season in AAA Rochester. In 11 games for the Red Wings, he was 5 for 26, hitting at .340 since he's been in Harrisburg. 1 ball and 1 strike to him. And that one just misses on the curveball, and it's 2-1. Brady Lindsley in the on-deck circle for the Senators, with 1 out here in the 9th. And again, Seelinger misses, and now he falls behind Jack Dunn, 3-1. Seelinger facing 3 batters since he's come into the game. And that one's up high, and that's the first base runner he surrenders. And that'll bring up Lindsley, who has walked in 4 plate appearances. 10th walk surrendered by Phil's pitching today. Again, 6 different pitchers so far in this one for the Fightins. Their bullpen is quiet as Lindsley bats with a 1 man on first and 1 out. And the first pitch to Lindsley is up high for a ball. Lindsley played in Harrisburg a season ago. Caught 66 games for the Senators, hit just 190. This one hit hard and foul and off the facing of the Savage 61 dugout suite. And in play, so it'll have to be picked up by a member of the Fightins bullpen. Those that are still left down there. Again, 6 different pitchers have pitched in this game, 5 out of the bullpen. 1 ball and 1 strike, pickoff attempt. No problem for Dunn to dive back in. Dunn does have good wheels. Has a stolen base in this game and now 10 out of 11 on the season. As he takes a good sized lead off of first, Carlos De La Cruz keeps him close. Pitch, again, misses. So Seelinger was spot on with his pitches, and now all of a sudden he's kind of lost it a little bit as he walked Dunn, and now he's 2-1 to Lindsley. Swing and a miss, can't catch up to the off-speed pitch, had him way out in front, and now it's 2-2. Dunn takes off, curveball, McDowell makes the throw down, and it's not in time. A little bit of a high throw, Stokes tried to make the snap tag, but could not get it down in time. So a second stolen base on the day for Dunn. And again, now 11 on the season. And the pitch was a bit high, so it's now 3-2 to Brady Lindsley. Another runner in scoring position for the Senators and 1 out. And he takes off again. And it doesn't matter in terms of the pitch is a ball, but it does matter for Dunn. He does move up on the stolen base. So Seelinger didn't even pay attention to Dunn, and Dunn made him pay for it by stealing the base. And now Lindsay was a base runner on back-to-back walks, and that's going to bring on the pitching coach for a mound visit. Pat Burgesson will come out now to talk to Seelinger. Again, it's concentration and focus. So often you see that, especially in the minor leagues. Seelinger just simply forgot about Dunn after he just stole a base on him. Let him take a walking lead, and Dunn moves up and steals the base. And then Seelinger misses on the pitch, and so now the Senators have runners at the corners and one out. And a guy who's been a problem for the Phils today, the 9-hole hitter, Jose Sanchez. Solo home run and a couple of walks in 4 plate appearances, so he's on base 3 out of 4 times out of the 9 spot for the Senators today. Senators in a spot to try to break this thing open. They lead it by 3 in the top half of the 9th inning. Line, and Stokes will spear it out of the air. They'll make the throw back to first in time for the double play. The Phils turn their 4th double play of the day on the line drive, speared by Stokes, and they're out of trouble here in the 9th. For the Senators in the 9th, no runs, no hits, 1 man left to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Phils. They'll need 3 to try to extend the day when we come back to FirstEnergy Stadium.
Baseball fans, introducing Valley Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Valley Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
First Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of
hours of all-you-can-eat buffet.
This is a coalition comprised of our
festive atmosphere with a bird's eye view of the visiting
school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization.
You can add a delicious
spot
buffet to
they focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information,
the Penn State Health St. Joseph 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, Base 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all pets and charitable organization. The area is safely protected from blind users can benefit through many order online at arcade starting at $34 or visit 20 charities enjoy 2.5 hours of adults with mental and physical disabilities. Children 4 and under are free. Baseball Town Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve rides back to both on and off the baseball field. For more information, please visit Baseball.
Madison Stokes leads off the 9th inning for the Fightins and rips one down the third base line, and it's in for a double. Madison Stokes now with a team-high 10 doubles as he leads off the 9th inning for the Phils with his 2nd hit of the day, the 10th for the Fightins. Reading trails 8-5. And again, they have the top of the order up, and Madison Stokes comes through with his piece of the puzzle. Now bring up Carlos De La Cruz. De La Cruz with a couple hits on the day, including a 2-run home run for the Phils back in the 5th inning. Joel Peguero, the new pitcher for the Senators. Peguero making his 14th appearance of the year. He leads them in saves with 4 for 4 in saves and opportunities. 13 1/3 innings pitched. He has struck out 15. He's walked 8. First pitch to De La Cruz is low. Second one is the off-speed pitch that De La Cruz is way out in front of. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike now to Carlos De La Cruz. Madison Stokes on base for the 3rd time today. Takes his lead off a second. De La Cruz takes it outside. It's 2-1. Johan Rojas in the on-deck circle for the Phils. They need 3 to keep the game alive, 4 to win it here in the bottom of the 9th. Tap towards short, going to be a tough play. Scooped up by Sanchez. Long throw is in time as Tostado holds the bag, and De La Cruz is retired, and Stokes has to stay put at first base. So, been a couple of problems for Sanchez on the throws to first, and almost pulled Tostado off the bag again, but Tostado able to hold on. 0 for 3 on the day, walked his last time up, then promptly got picked off base. Phil's been picked off 3 times today. Stokes takes his lead off of second. Pitch to Rojas is way inside for a ball. Subway is a proud 2023 Fightin' Phil's team feed partner. Makes sustainable and locally sourced ingredients. Subway prides itself on high-quality fresh foods and affordable prices. This one fisted towards second. Second baseman Arruda will make the catch, and Stokes had to scamper back to second to make sure he didn't get doubled up. That's out number 2 here in the ninth. And it comes down now to Nick Podkul. Subway has locations throughout Berks County, including 1193 Berkshire Boulevard in Wyomissing. Amazing, fast, friendly service and made-to-order options. Visit Subway.com to find a location near you. 2 down now for the Phils and Podkul bats. The first pitch from Peguero to Podkul is low for a ball. Nick been on base a couple times today. A walk, doubled, and scored a run in 4 plate appearances. So officially 1 for 3 on the day. Batting in the cleanup spot for the first time today. 1 on, 2 out. 1-0 pitch from Peguero is over for a called strike. Now 1 ball and 1 strike to Podkul. Matthew Kroon in the on-deck circle, hoping for a chance. That's over for a called strike, too. Peguero, 26 years old, originally from the Dominican Republic. This one fisted into center field. Hassel a long run, but he'll get there and he'll make the catch. And that will do it for the Phils here in the ninth. For Reading in the bottom of the ninth. No runs, a hit. There were no errors and 1 man left, and the Harrisburg Senators, on a come-from-behind victory, take care of business today, and they beat the Fightin' Phils by a final score of 8-5. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with our post-game show right after this on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network.
Baseball fans, introducing Bally Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Bally Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
Berks Immunization exclusive group experience and education promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of
hours of all-you-can-eat buffet.
This is a coalition comprised of our
festive atmosphere with a bird's-eye view and a visiting
school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization.
You can add a delicious
spot
buffet
for the purpose of educating both the community and the providers. For more information,
this selection State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club, the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all pets and charitable organization. The area is safely protected from blind users can benefit through many order online at our Phil's starting at $34 or visit 20 charities to earn 2.5 hours of adults with mental and physical disabilities. Children 4 and under are free. Baseball Town Visit ourphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve rights both on and off the baseball field. For more information, please visit baseballtown.org.
Welcome back to our post-game show on the Reading Fightin Phillies Radio Network, where the home woes continue for the Fightin Phillies. They drop one to Harrisburg today by a final score of 8-5. Harrisburg scored first in this one. They did it by way of long ball. A couple of solo home runs in the third inning, off of one by Jose Sanchez and the other by Blake Rutherford, off of starting pitcher Victor Vargas, called up from Jersey Shore for the start today for the Fightins. And he ended up being the victim of solo home runs. Another home run for the Senators in the fourth. This one by Jack Dunn, also a solo home run, gave Harrisburg a 3-0 lead after 3.5 innings. The Fightins got their first run of the game in the fourth. Nick Podko got it started with a double. And then Max McDowell was hit by a pitch, but it was McCarthy Tatum who plated Podko with the double and got the RBI and got the Phils on the board at a 3-1 deficit. Reading exploded for a 4 spot in the fifth. They played some long ball in that one, as Madison Stokes got it started with a base hit. Then Carlos De La Cruz nearly cleared the Seidel Auto Group deck, hit it off the back of the scoreboard along the base of the Seidel Auto Group deck for a 2-run home run. His team-high 9th and his 20th and 21st RBI of the season. And we were tied at 3-3, but the Phils weren't done. An error allowed Matthew Kroon to reach base with 2 outs in the inning, and then Max McDowell plated Kroon and himself with a home run of his own, a 2-run home run for McDowell, his 9th and 10th RBI. And with that, the Phils had taken the lead for the first time at 5-3. But again, the bullpen woes for Reading did them in the 7th inning. It was Andrew Baker who ran into some trouble today, and it started with a walk and then a very costly error on a ground ball that Cam Cannon, trying to quickly make the play in turn 2, booted the ball and put 2 on and nobody out. And then after a ground ball allowed by JT Arruda, plated 1 run, made it a 5-4 game as the Phils conceded that run. But then Blake Rutherford got an RBI single to tie the game at 5-5. And then more hits and more troubles for Baker. They took Andrew Baker out. They brought in Max Coons. Max Coons surrenders a walk to Frankie Tostado to load the bases. And then Tyrone Harris, little soft liner into left field for a base hit that scored another run and put the Senators up on top. And then a sacrifice fly by Jake Dunn finished off a 4-run inning for the Senators. And he got 3 hits in the inning and 3 walks in the inning plus an error. You put all that together, and that's a lot of trouble in 1 inning. And with that, the Senators ended up flipping it to their advantage at 7-5. And then Harrisburg put another run across in the 8th inning. That on a double by Robert Hassel and an RBI single again from Blake Rutherford to make it an 8-5 game. And that's ultimately the way it ends up for the Fightins this afternoon. Harrisburg ends up with the W. They go 8 runs on 10 hits. They committed 2 errors. They left 10 on base. For the Phils, 5 runs on 10 hits. They committed 1 error. It was a costly one, and 8 left on base for the Phils. But they also walked a bunch today as well. 2 more walks given up by Seelinger, the 6th pitcher of the day for the Phils. And so when it's all said and done, the Phils pitching staff walked 11 batters and some long balls to go along with it. So it was a nasty combination of walks, some hole runs, and an ill-timed error, and it all leads up to a loss in the column for the Phils, who now fall to 15-24 on the season, and the brief 2-game winning streak is stopped in the favor of the Phils, who fall today by a final score of 8-5. Odavio Javier, who came in and pitched an inning of relief for the Senators in the 6th inning, ends up getting the win. That's his first win of the season. He's 1-0. Andrew Baker will get the loss in relief for the Phils. Joel Peguera, who pitched the 9th inning for the Senators, gets the save. That is his 5th save of the season. Time of the game today, 2 hours and 54 minutes, played on another beautiful sun-splashed afternoon here at America's Classic Ballpark, and played in front of 7,973 fans. It was an education day here in Baseball Town, and kids from all over Central Pennsylvania, Southeastern Pennsylvania, from elementary schools and some junior high schools as well, all having an opportunity to watch some baseball here this afternoon. Unfortunately for the home crowd, it comes up on the short end of the stick. But the Fightins will be back at it tomorrow night again against the Harrisburg Senators. Game 2 of this series will go at 6:45. Don't forget, the Phils are home through Sunday. Thursday and Friday both feature fireworks. Saturday features a Mega Blast fireworks show. And then Sunday, the Philly Fanatic performs. Great tickets remain for all our Phils games. You can call 610-370-BALL or order online at ourphils.com. If you want to come out and watch the Fightin' Phils and the Harrisburg Senators going toe-to-toe with one another throughout the remainder of the week, right up until Sunday night at 5:15. So tickets are available, and come out and watch some baseball here in Baseball Town. The Phils fall in the first game of the 6-game homestand to the Harrisburg Senators. Again, the final score, Harrisburg 8, Reading 5. Harrisburg now 20-19 on the season. Reading falls to 15-24. Tomorrow night's pitching matchup features one of the top pitchers in the Philadelphia Phillies organization, number 3 overall prospect, Griff McGarry, will get his 3rd start since being activated by Reading, and he will face right-handed pitcher Michael Cuevas for the Senators. 8-5, the final score again today. Harrisburg with the win over Reading. We'll do it tomorrow with more baseball action here in Baseball Town. Again, 6:45 is first pitch time. Gates open up. The Tompkins Plaza opens up at 6 o'clock. Jake Starr and yours truly will be out there for our pregame show presented by Mike's Sandwich Shop. We'll have the manager, Al Padrique, on for our pregame show at 6 o'clock. And if you can't make it out here to FirstEnergy Stadium, we'll have the call of the game for you, the pregame show starting at 6:30 and first pitch at 6:45 right here on the Reading Fightin' Phils radio network. For my colleague, Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. As always, thanks for listening to baseball here at America's Classic Ballpark, FirstEnergy Stadium. Hope to see you out here tomorrow night. If not, we'll have the call of the game for you right here on the Reading Fightin' Phils radio network. Thanks for listening, everyone. Have yourselves a great afternoon. We'll talk to you with more baseball right back here tomorrow night.